Listen,
I have a.
if
Why do I
Nomad
have a
and I
Nomad
just had
times
one
3?
charismatic person with us, we would be fine. We needed just like a third person who's charismatic.
Your
Me and
crew is
Nomad,
looking for one
not very
more.
charismatic. We
I'm not
need someone with some
charismatic
charm.
either.
The crew is hiring for
I have
one
0
more.
charm.
I actually think
You need it.
no one. I don't think anyone has those stats.
Marcus. They needed Marcus Christopher.
They need he needed the Rizzler himself.
The Rizzler himself, hell yeah.
The king of Riz. The Riz Master General. Well, if you guys recall, since is MC not here, should we wait 20 more minutes?
He said
We
he's
should wait
gonna
like
be
an
late.
hour for him.
Well, if he's, I mean,
Let's
okay,
just wait an hour.
let's wait. Let's wait it out, guys.
Wait.
How's everybody doing?
He literally did tell me that it's probably gonna be about an hour.
So that's good. Yeah. I can buy time. No, we're not gonna do that.
Well.
No, I love the kid, but
Did Sweet Pea text him?
yeah, I
I
think.
did it ahead of time.
Or
Drew was
Swiffer
late.
Swiffer, how dare you? Swiffer's working a long con, and she's never texted him any of these times. She's
Yeah, I love that even better. Yeah, it's more fun.
She's like, yeah, keep texting him. I don't know.
You what, Kevin?
My brother wants to reset the internet, so I'm gonna let him do that before we get started.
Yeah, do your thing.
Take like 5 minutes.
Oh, I only need an hour, so that's perfect.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're on Marcus's time. I forgot.
Yeah. This is all
We'll
pre-show.
put in. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Can I hide this? Oh, fuck me. There we go. You don't know anything about that shit, guys.
Too late.
How's
Yeah, I was
everybody
gonna say, I was gonna say, Drew. I'm pretty sure we left off by like seeing an island that we were approaching.
Yes. So something happened, and then, but it's been 2 weeks, so I'm gonna retell that scene. But yeah, it's gonna be good. Swiffer, have you decided what you're gonna do at level 3?
It's gonna be a surprise.
Druid, is it gonna be a surprise to you as well?
Yep.
Druids have one of the more like differentiations in terms of like which circle of the druid you become.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of opinions on the internet about which one is the correct answer. I personally like, there's one called, I think, Spore Keeper or something, where I think you just get really into mushrooms. But that's, you know,
fun.
it's obviously your, yeah, there's some cool ones for sure. Sarah has obviously done a deep dive what kind of wizard she wants to be. Right, Sarah? That's
Right, Drew.
Drew. Hey, see, you get it.
Drew, I always do a very detailed dive into anything I partake.
I one thing I'm enjoying is that I think your wizard is going to accidentally become John Doerr, in that all your spells are going to be just like, what's the one that rolls the most dice to murder the most people?
That's also what I'm very afraid of, so we're looking to avoid that.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
You don't want to look in the mirror, your character look in the mirror and see John Doerr's face looking back. That's a scary moment.
It's scary times.
Swiffer, I heard there's a countdown to go into Chi-Town, Chirac. Is that true?
Yep. It's
How
probably
long?
end of October, beginning of November.
That's right around the corner, man.
I know. Oh my god.
My dad today got to Green Bay from Denver doing the cross country move. It is an absolute shit show. But it's not going to be for you. You're going to love it.
He moved to Wisconsin?
Yeah, he moved everywhere else so he could move back to Green Bay.
That's crazy.
I know, right? But I get to go to Packer games, so it all worked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now you get to visit.
Yeah, get some
Doesn't really
Chiefs.
seem like a plus, Drew. I don't understand.
No, I get to go to Packers games. See, there's
Right.
good football teams and there's bad football. Let me explain. Let's start a new sheet so I can really get into it.
These will easily take up an
Do
hour.
it before Kevin gets back.
I don't
Or
want to
else he's
hurt
quitting.
Kevin. I want Kevin to enjoy it. You know what I do want from Kevin? I know he is a no kicker league guy, and I'd like to hear his take because he's a smart guy. Because
Oh, yeah,
I'm
he'll
getting
go into it with you.
more pushback on it than I thought I would. But I'm only gonna do it if it makes sense to me, and I'm not sure it makes sense to me. I like the random element of it.
We're about to do a D&D fantasy football league right now.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dungeons, Dragons, and Fantasy Football. 2 Venn diagrams that could not be further away from each other. This week, who should you draft if you get the number 3 pick in your draft? Well, I did some snake drafts earlier this week, and I'm gonna tell you the top 3. This is if we were doing like these are the kind of TikTok videos I get served.
No, I'm out. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No.
Sarah, what's wrong? Oh, look at this.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye, guys.
Is it inappropriate if I call these bears gay? Because that's a gay term. You know what? Let's strike that. Reggie, cut that. Thank you. Don't worry, we're gonna cut that out. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix the screen. Something's wrong with my screen. There's some shit on mine. So like, do you already have a job lined up, or do you not want to talk about it? Because we don't have to talk
No,
about
I don't have a job lined up.
Oh, you're living that job-free lifestyle. Bro, take it from me. It's great.
Oh my god, it's fantastic. I've been there before.
Oh, okay. Good for you, man.
Until
Do
you
it
start
up.
running out of money. But
Well, sure. But soak
for
it up.
like a month or two, it's great.
Sarah and I taught a class on how not to have a job. It's fucking awesome.
Master class. It was beautiful.
Yeah. And for just $99.99, you can sign up. No. Yeah, it's amazing. So what do you plan on doing, man?
Being
Whatever
a
the fuck you want.
audiologist.
Good for you.
I probably am not gonna work for the VA again just because I've applied to that VA twice now, and I always advance to like the next set
Round
of
or
interviews,
whatever.
but I haven't gotten hired, and that's probably just because there's so many people that apply
Right.
for those positions in that area.
I was about to say that area I'm sure is competitive for like basically any job.
Yeah. Also, anyone that's a veteran automatically is
Like
over
preferential or
like someone
whatever.
who's a non-veteran,
Yeah.
a civilian.
Gotcha.
So you just have to serve first, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is you're gonna join the
See?
military. No, that's cool. What about the house? Are you gonna rent it out in Oregon, or what's the play?
What'd you say?
Well, what are you gonna do with the house in Oregon?
So my parents are gonna be here soon, probably in a few weeks, and we are going to tear down the porch probably and remake that because it's just god awful.
Yeah, I remember when I visited, you said, "Hey, don't go over there. You might fall through."
Yeah, it's still just as sketchy,
Yeah, gotcha.
and we might paint the outside.
But you're gonna put it on the market.
Gotcha.
Get it ready to sell, make it a tiny bit more appealing.
Yeah, maybe some bananas will help.
Say bananas?
They always help.
Yeah.
Great source of potassium also.
She has apple trees.
Apple trees and plum trees and
Jesus
grapes.
Christ. Because of the appeal?
Ah. That's a good one.
Thank you so
That was a
much.
good one.
Oh, I just drew the skinniest banana you've ever seen in the thing.
Looks like a
Looks
moon.
perfect.
Okay, wait, you know what? It's a 3D banana. I'm gonna make it good.
Whoa.
Yeah. Perfect.
If we make it back to Nanotask and we call this episode something appealing.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. This is like you guys' little dude on your flag.
Why'd you give him spiky teeth?
Because he's scared. You guys are fucking killing people. You guys are wrecking shop. Those people. Okay, I was gonna get into it during the episode, but we can talk about it. Those apiarists. That was their only source of income, and you destroyed it.
They attacked us first. What the fuck are we supposed to do? Not defend ourselves?
I feel like you went beyond defense. You're gonna have to take that into a court of law. If someone throws a brick at your house, you're not allowed to go burn their house down.
we're in the water. That is open law. There is no law in the water.
You know who makes the laws out here?
That's
Sarah
very
Godoy.
cool.
The law of Sarah
Doxed.
Godoy Oceans.
Doxed.
That's just how it works.
Swiffer, are you trying to go toe to toe with me with my banana, son? Because if you want to dance, put on your tap shoes.
Oh, we could always play
Grimy.
one game that chips on your internet whenever you try to play it through.
Yeah, my internet usually doesn't allow for this.
Gartic phone.
You know what? I'm giving him laser eyes.
You copied my idea. I was giving him evil red eyes.
Well, now you're zapped. Checkmate. Swiffer, have you ever heard of a town called McGinnsville? In Oregon?
No? In Oregon?
Yeah, my girlfriend applied for a job at a university there.
What's the name of the university?
I only remember the name of the town because it was such a strange
Pacific?
name.
Pacific University?
I think it started with an L. It's like a small liberal arts
lost me.
college or something.
McGinnsville?
I know. I'll never forget that name because I think it's such a strange name for a town.
McMinnville?
Maybe it's McMinsville. It's M Mc M word Ville.
Yeah, that's oh, it's south of Portland.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's crazy. Why?
Well, she's just applying everywhere. I don't know.
Understandable. Oh, Linfield University.
Linfield is it? Yeah.
See it.
Shout out Linfield. Unless you don't hire, then fuck yourself.
Wow, it
Actually,
has a higher population
let's
than
strike
where
that.
I live. So,
What, Roseman?
why are you doxing me alive on the
Hey
internet?
guys, go to this address and there's free money and a free iPad.
I mean, your town was super small, super. Like, it was
Yeah,
fine.
but I'm always surprised, and I don't know. You know what? It's not that small. It is.
No.
But
Do you think you're
It
gonna
is
miss
kinda
anything?
small.
am I gonna what?
You gonna
Miss
miss
anything?
anything?
Miss anything?
The weather probably.
Yeah.
Well, in a way.
Man, those Chicago winters are so much because you're getting that lake effect snow. Like that's
Yeah.
It's windy.
a different
It's
thing.
brutal.
Yeah.
Like getting to go outside and just look at mountains. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll miss that.
Yeah, you won't find that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But you can get yourself a deep dish
That's why
pizza.
I fled. I fled the whole Midwest for that pure purpose of there is no real nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm used to. I mean, there's some nature in Florida, but I'm used to no mountains at least.
I remember visiting my
There's no
dad.
nature in Florida.
My dad in
There's some
Denver.
nature in Florida.
So we're surrounded by ocean and lake.
We're
and bodies
wild
or whatever.
out here.
Man, Florida's gonna be one big parking lot not too long from now, guys. Buckle the fuck up.
Yeah, it's starting to get here. People done found out.
Yeah, the word's out.
Words out. Adam, do you miss anything after living, 3 weeks, maybe a month?
Maybe a month?
Do I miss anything?
Yeah, so far.
You're saying it like there's no fucking way you would miss anything.
Why would he?
You're like, I burned that place to the fucking ground when I left.
I'd say the main thing I miss is the quality / variety of food. It's just not the same out here.
Unmatched.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That checks out.
That's important.
Yeah.
It's not like the same, like, pretty good, but like pretty mediocre out here.
Yeah.
Whereas like back home, like you could find like some fire Greek, fire Italian, like whatever you
Yeah.
wanted basically.
Yeah.
Like you could find it. Here it's like
Middle of
I
the
gotta
road.
cook it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want Indian food, there's this one restaurant where they have it. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Speaking of knowing what we meant, on last episode, 2 bananas fought. One that was drawn really cool and scary. The other had red eyes and was bad. Hi guys, welcome back. to the Scattered Sea session 20. It's a beautiful day, I think is the name that we came up with. Beerific. So we won't. That looks like beer-fific. Anyway, we're not gonna waste any more time. Just want to give you guys. So at the end of your last adventure, session 19, welcome to session 20. You guys narrowly avoided dying, being trapped in a hold full of bees and honey. In your defense for taking everything that belonged to them and killing several of them, you were, I guess, defending yourself. There is some honey, some dried honey on the deck of your ship.
Groot, can I hate to interrupt. But
No, please.
that was a whole. It was totally self-defense. I don't know why you.
Well, it just seems like they, threw something at you and you took their only livelihood. It just seemed. I'm not sure the scales of justice were served. But I guess that's just the one guy's opinion. Maybe you guys are right.
Sorry, go on.
No, thank you. There's still some dry honey on your ship. There's probably some around your captain's collar, as I think he was pretty knee-deep in that sweet, sticky honey. I don't think any was saved. No, that's not true. I believe one of you got a vial of honey or something.
We did take a while, yeah.
Yeah, because you guys will basically... If I put any liquid that's remotely interesting near any of you, somebody's got a vial and somebody wants it. Just something I've learned. You guys are a bunch of chemists. It's very exciting. You did travel a little bit further, came across an island. I think there was an awkward... Well, awkward's my adjective, but there was a shared moment, meet cute, between Amaya and Angus, I think, if I'm not remembering that as a fever dream. I think somebody dropped something, you both went to pick it up, and maybe your lips almost touched it. Jasora, excuse me.
And Angus.
Yeah, you guys had your first makeout session, and it was about 45 minutes. So if you want to listen to that, you're going to want to check out the last session, but we're moving on from that. But you came across an island in the distance, and next to you was a pretty nice ship. It's smaller than yours. It was kind of traveling in the same direction as the island. And as you were looking at this ship, it was attacked by a 15-foot monster of some kind with the face of an angry alligator, but the dorsal fin and regular swimming fins of a shark. This is happening in real time now as we come back to the present moment. It's making a loud splash in the water on this beautiful clear day. It jumped and bisected the ship next to you. Let's say that ship is you're close enough to see all this happening as you're all kind of coming into port. This island is in the distance. This ship is bisected. You see some people in the water, and you see a few people frantically making their way to the lifeboat. Among these people, you notice a few of the... I don't know if you guys remember, 2 islands ago, there were some guys, some naysayers, talking about the end of the world. You see a few guys dressed in that garb. And you do see a very wealthy man on the lifeboat. You can tell he's wealthy just by, in my head, it's kind of the puffy features of, old English clothing. He's not quite a crown on, but he's got, a fluffy little hat, probably French in origin. You cannot see the fin to this shark, but this is the moment you guys are in now. It's enough commotion where everyone's on the deck. Is there anything anyone would like to do? And who's driving the boat? I know I just hit you guys with a lot.
I was trying to recall who was actually driving who rolled the
Who
die.
rolled last time?
I don't recall.
It was someone, because someone had a hot hand, so you kept making them roll. I want to say it was Swiffer, but I'm not 100%.
I think I rolled, but it didn't go well, and then last one.
Maybe they asked you to stop, and it was someone else.
No, I had a ship writing cube that I filled in, not cube, pie chart that I filled in, but I don't remember rolling for the island.
I think that was 2
Nomad.
sessions ago. I think it was Nomad.
I know I rolled in the very beginning of the session, and I think they made me just continue.
Yeah, you got one decent roll that wasn't a 1, so they made so Nomad's half drunk. And let's be honest, it's not a DWI situation, but thank God there's not a breathalyzer in this world. But yeah, you're wiggling. You're manning the ship right now, and you guys are seeing this probably 50 feet to your port side. The wealthy man, the clearly wealthy man, is trying to flag you down. Some people are still like the ship is probably half sunk. There's a few people on the ship like holding spears, like looking at the water, like very like wide-eyed. And there's a few people like in the water trying to swim to the lifeboat. Basically, you've got a boat in an emergency situation, and you guys can choose how you want to deal with that.
Well, do we want their money? Because it looks like that guy might have some money. So maybe we can get more money. But also, we might want to stay clear of boat damage because we took a little bit during our last
Our
encounter.
sails.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that happened last time as well. I think you guys got caught in a storm, and I think the rolls went less than ideally.
Yes.
Do we have
That
anything to
was
fix them
what
up?
I rolled for. Oh wait, we did repair them, didn't we?
Oh,
We
you're right.
asked-
I think you guys stopped and repaired them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your sails are good. You blink a few times and look up at the sails and realize they're perfectly in great condition.
You're drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, looking back at the numbers, we're basically at full health for the ship. So I mean, yeah, we could go for it, but I don't know how many more times we want to fix the ship. It seems like a common theme of
I feel like
people
it's always going to be a common theme. It's it's our main mode of everything.
We also have a common theme of picking up
Strange people.
strangers
I don't
and
like
keeping
that.
them on a boat.
Do we
I
still
don't
have,
like that.
do we still have the people
Well, you
tied
two are the ones
back
who
to
bring
our
the
boat?
most people on the boat.
We have brought
Excuse
one
you?
Kelpie on the boat. That's it.
And as you say that, Christopher is running around the
And
deck.
I was okay with letting the Kelpie go, and you guys, Red River, refused.
Christopher looks at you and nuzzles you in like a worried way when you say that.
It's okay.
They're there.
Do we still have people tied to the back of our boat at the moment?
I think they're under
Yes,
the
you have
ship.
You have a Beemaster General and a few of his associates in the back. Yes, in a lifeboat.
Oh, there's okay, yeah.
And
We're
you also
calling
have a
that-
man tied up in the bottom of your ship.
We have a tied prisoner. We have the carpenter. I mean,
You guys are a hotel,
Yeah,
basically.
people handling their situation.
I think we're just hooligans.
I think we should just go to shore, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Hey,
follow somebody's post.
hey, can we come up to your boat? You hear from behind your boat.
Do we have anything to throw at them by chance?
This is those people are too frantic for their lives to be paying attention to you. Like the old man is like waving at you, but the rest of them are like just trying to get to the lifeboat. The voice you just heard is coming from the small lifeboat attached to the back of your boat. The former beekeeper, we'll call him Jonathan.
What's up, Jonathan?
Hey, can we come up there real quick? It seems bad.
Not really.
There's like, okay, okay, there's a shark out here, I think.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
you're
fine.
good.
Sharks don't go on boats. It's fine.
Okay, you seem confident. So
Yeah.
that's
Sharks
okay.
don't go. There's yeah. It's all part of fake news by small little movie.
I
called
see it
Jaws.
though. Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You're gonna be fine.
Jonathan is basically, you guys took his everything, so he's not in a position to like. He has no leverage, so he will stop talking.
Yeah. We're just throwing him to like a
Yeah.
shark. Like the sharks don't jump on boats. Like we're good, guy.
It's probably fine.
Yeah.
The old man starts. Now that you're slightly close, you can see it's an older Volpine man with kind of like badger-like facial features, and he yells at you, but you can't quite hear him. As you see the fin, like this large, like 4-foot fin, erupt from the water near the sinking ship.
Then should we take the dinghy out? I really feel like he might have some money or some way
We
to
got
get
a
us
lot
out
of
of
money.
our issues.
Yeah. Let's get. Yeah. We could rescue some folk.
Tell me what you do.
So the situation is the boat is sinking and it's just him.
Yeah, their boat is like fractured critically. Like their boat is sinking
not-
into the water.
It's not just him.
And there's a shark
he has
in
a
the
crew.
water?
What's up?
And there's a shark in the water?
There's a shark in the water. This is you guys' ship. This is their like half of a ship, and half of a ship is like busted to hell. They have a little lifeboat here that the rich person is in, or the theoretically rich person is in, and there are several people on the boat still like fighting, like because they are like in an active like combat situation. Let's say there's
Titanic
3 of them. Yeah, and then we have Rich Mackenzie, who he'll get a little crown. And then you have a few people in the
boats
water.
fighting.
No, I'm sorry, that's one boat, but it's been broken in half.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And this is the cool fin in the water.
Fucking rad.
Can you believe I just did that? Just like...
Okay, that's something.
Let me try
I thought
again.
it was a real fin.
Here we go. It's the most dangerous motherfucker you've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
Sucks for these guys. Our boat's over occupado.
Yeah, we're looking at you.
I agree.
You turn to the... There's a little placard
Capacity.
on your mast that says maximum occupancy like 12 or whatever.
Yeah. The neon light goes
Yeah.
off.
Sorry guys, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, we'll
So
approach
we-
the fellow.
We just go to shore then, I guess.
We'll let's talk it out and just see what they want, and then
Well,
I feel like if we
They
get
wanna
close
be saved.
yeah, what do
The
they have to
shark-
offer? You have monies, gems.
It doesn't look
weapons?
like they have much if we go by their boat.
Yeah. Oh, that one has a crown, so we could like lure that one on board, take the crown, and then just kick him off.
He does. You see now, he's got like a little crown on his head.
It glints in the sunlight.
The patina glints in the beautiful sunlight.
Yeah. Or what we could do is throw this Jonathan guy off board, and then we could use this person as like our prisoner, and then we could get what is it when you like turn in somebody
Ransom.
valuable? Yeah, a ransom.
Or ransom.
Jonathan is in a little boat, like being dragged behind you.
Here's the thing.
Jonathan, you hear that, bud?
What?
Next.
What did you guys say?
Nothing.
Okay.
Rich fella, yeah, rich fella can just join the guys back there, and we'll drop him off on shore right now. But here's where I'm at with this, okay? And we should discuss it, because I'm not a fan of bringing more people on board. But I don't know if we observe, like, I gotta think, I'm thinking deadliest catch here. But if you see like a fellow mariner, sailor in distress, you would do whatever you can to help them because there's no Coast Guard to help them.
You would do what you would want somebody to do for you if you were in that manner, which is to help you. If you were in distress, you would
If
want
it's,
somebody.
if it's on land, like figure it out, bro. Like whatever. Like maybe somebody else's problem. But in the wide open ocean with maybe nobody else around for days, months, whatever. And I'm not saying we should do it like all the time, but do we think that we want to observe this kind of behavior, or are we like, nah, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, I feel like we're really close. Like we could see the island. So if like they do become like on board, we're going to the island anyway. So we'll kick them off right away. Like
Yeah.
we're not like gonna take them for like the long haul, like Belfry that died tragically. Like we're gonna like drop them off like within a minute.
Yeah, I feel like within a day sail or whatever, we're there.
And then if we do find out they have riches, then we could go like scuba diving and try to find their riches at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Well, there's also like one of these motherfuckers is gonna send us in a path that could be exciting. So not this one, but one of these guys is gonna have a cool adventure for us to embark on.
Yeah.
Or be really grateful and name us in their will.
Yeah,
I'm still down for the ransom idea.
that's also still on the table. We just have to figure out who's gonna pay for it. But let's approach the fella and say, hey, Mr. Man in the raft.
Oh, yes, you there.
Yeah, hey, what did you say earlier? Couldn't hear you.
Oh, yes. Huh. Bring the boat around. and I'll climb aboard. We can have a right conversation.
Compensation, you
Bit of a
say?
situation. As he says situation, the crocus shark appears and eats two of the people, biting one of them in half. As like, kids cover your ears. Some blood and viscera, unfortunately, like fills the water.
Could we not use like the crown or the anchor? We have something that allows us to talk to fishy friends. Does anybody want to do that? No?
Yeah, we can do that.
You getting in the water? Because I need to know if someone's
Here's
getting
the
in the
thing.
water.
Here's the thing.
To talk to the crocus shark?
In previous
Good
chats
luck.
with some of these beings, they're not very smart. They're not enough to reason with them logically.
Yeah.
This thing's hungry. Let's
His
just.
thoughts are just gonna be like murder.
If we're talking logic here, we should just keep going and like turn the other way. Just turn away from the shark that just clearly munched their
Destroyed.
boat in half.
Entire sheep.
I mean, I'm still down for the whole dinghy plan if you guys don't want to risk the whole boat. You know, I'll take like Jasora with. I think we could go in the dinghy and save some people.
Do it.
Save
I like that
people.
plan.
Yeah, just like one guy. He's got big bucks.
By people, he means anyone that looks
he's
wealthy.
he's in his own boat. We can just tie him here just like we have the other ones.
Let's do
I
that.
thought the rich guy was in the water.
He is in
No,
the
he's
boat.
in a
He's
boat.
in a lifeboat.
He's in a
well,
dinghy in the water.
We could drown his boat, and then there'll be more compensation.
We could put him in more danger, and then save him from it. So
Right.
he's really grateful.
Interesting.
Oh,
Thoughts?
my
Yeah.
name is Horace Vandersloot. If you rescue me, I'll make certain you are rewarded for your trouble. Anyone who heard that or cares to can make a history check if that name means anything to you. But he does say it with some authority.
I'm gonna roll.
I'll do a history check.
Hold 11.
You're not sure who this fella is, but that crown is shimmering in the morning sun.
Hold on.
Oh, is that what we're waiting for? I should pull it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Oh, a 4.
Yeah,
Nat
you
20
think that
for
might be a
24.
person. Sarah, you know that you know exactly who Horace Vandersloot is. You know that the Vandersloot estate has generationally controlled the rock salt production in the entire Scattered Sea. And with a 24, you understand that rock salt, think of like an old spice in the Caribbean. Like this was an incredibly valuable commodity. Not for like its utility necessarily, but it's like a stand-in for value, if that makes sense.
Right, it's new, so everybody wants it.
Yes, everyone from everywhere is ordering as much rock salt as they can get a hold of.
Today's the 13th. No. Yes.
Yes. Was that for us?
No, sorry, it was for me for writing down the words.
Oh, the words rock salt. But yeah, you know that Horace Vandersloot, this person doesn't just seem moneyed. You can posit that they likely do come from.
Mega
He
bucks.
smells.
Yeah.
He's reeks of money over there.
He like reeks of Rockefeller energy, but in this fantasy world.
Yeah.
I heard there was a sort of plan. If there is, I would need to know what it entails.
I think we just told him.
You just like, so you're gonna like throw a rope to him?
Yeah.
You guys pull up as the shark is kind of like battling the rest of these people sinking who are likely doomed. The shark attacked the people closest to his lifeboat, and that blood is spreading. So the people are no longer trying to like swim to his little boat right now. And you get within like 20 feet, and you throw a rope like into his ship. And as you get closer, you see he is an aged man. It's hard to see like his body underneath his various garments, but he has like little gloves on his little badger hands, and he says, what do you want me to do with that, mate?" As the rope lands in his ship. in his little boat.
You gotta save yourself, son.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to live, you gotta. If self-preservation is an instinct you possess, you gotta help yourself.
He yells back,
Or
does
else-
this get washed? Like, it doesn't look, it looks like it's been used before?
Potentially yes, but more importantly, do you want to live, or is that not a sentiment you feel strongly about?
He kind of like holds his breath and like pinches his nose with one of his gloved hands and grabs the rope with his other hand. He says, What do we do now? Do you save me now?
Yeah, precisely. This is what we're trying to do, sir.
Okay. He holds onto it with one hand.
So we throw the rope back to Jonathan and team.
Oh, you're gonna like attach him to the like a double dinghy like transport.
Yeah. We choo-choo train this motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I think I misunderstood. I thought someone was gonna like pull him up or something.
No. We choo-choo train this thing.
Yeah, you guys coordinate with Jonathan as you're kind of like towing these two little boats. Let me just roll on a little luck train here. I feel like that the Cracker Shark has got plenty to deal with, and you guys move a little bit slower because you're towing these two ships, but you're not far from the island. And as the broken shipwreck slows, you're seeing like what's left of those people. The cries become weaker and weaker until you don't hear anything at all.
Yeah.
You don't have a huge conversation with him when he's in the back of the ship back there. You don't hear him talking to Jonathan either. He's kind of just stewing.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna read you and show you this island. Well, I'm not gonna read you the island. Let me just move our little pictogram here.
Ooh, I like this.
So, you guys have arrived. Oh, I didn't put the name of the island on it.
Okay.
I guess how would you know the name of the island, right? You arrived to this island. And I can't move all these things off it, but you understand. A shimmer of red sunlight can be seen reflected off the cardinal red roof of a large mansion, the largest building you've seen, at least lately. It's a 3-story edifice standing along a craggy cliff on the southernmost portion of the island. The red roof and crimson accents are a stark contrast to the dark gray stone that composes every other surface of the building. Sorry, there's more. One second. Southmost? Whatever. The stone seems to mirror that of the craggy rock outcroppings all around the island's perimeter, as if some sunken giant is wearing a stone-thorn crown just under the island itself. The rocks naturally subside on the east and west sides of the island, resulting in 2 docks. The western dock is small, and the one that you're approaching now, and has several small vessels currently docked. A few standard sloops, and some carrying a bluish flag that some of you have seen before. One ship there is smaller, much smaller than yours, but opulently affixed with dark red sails and accents. Pearl railings can be seen all along the sides of this ship as you pull into the dock. And written in a gold trim with as much elegance as you've ever seen is written on this opulent ship, Homer's Grace.
Homer's Grace?
Homer's Grace. Like Homer from The Simpsons. Or Homer from The Odyssey. Or The Iliad? Nah, I don't remember.
Iliad.
And you pull up to this island, and I guess you guys, you attach the moorings to this dock, and right away, it is different from the last few islands you visited. There are no Viridian Empire guards here at the dock, waiting to take your information. You see, people walking to and fro, some in tattered rags, and some look like maybe modest merchants. And, we should handle Jonathan first. Jonathan, they don't have a oar in their little boat, so they're, paddling with their arms. Jonathan and I think, 4 of his gnomes are still alive. You guys took his clothes. He doesn't have an Apirus suit. Did you guys give him any clothes?
Hopefully not.
Seems like an aggressive stance. But yeah, Jonathan is just in
We
his...
gave him a blanket.
He's in white boxers with red hearts and one, ragged blanket that you've given him. And he says, well, thanks for everything. And like quickly they paddle towards the dock, and he and the gnomes make their way onto the island. However, Jonathan will be on this island if you guys want to interact with Jonathan. He's trying to make his way from his difficult situation. And the old man that is also attached to the back of your ship, all you missed, Japer, was that Jonathan, you guys gave a raggedy old blanket to.
Yeah. And I said, hey man, good luck, and just remember we saved your life.
You think we could get some walking around money?
That's not part of the agreement, but if we happen to have extra, we'll definitely take care of you guys. But we got to take care of our own first, and that's not in the budget. You're alive.
I'm imagining he's like the Despicable Me guy, and the little gnomes are his little minion guys because they don't talk. Yeah. And he just kind of snaps his fingers, and they all kind of surround him as they walk into the island.
Yell banana.
Yeah, they all say banana and other weird shit, and we all dress like minions. It's great. We love it. Thank you for sponsoring us for Minions 8. Yes. Gru is dead again. You do have your crown man, because we'll call him that. Because no, you do know his name. You have Boris Vandersloot. He is still sitting in his little dinghy attached to the back of your ship. He has not made a move to move or leave. What would you guys like to do? Oh, and Japer, there are no guards here to see. You see, like, regular people to and fro.
Yeah, okay, cool. I yell at the fella, say, hey, my lord, are you familiar with this place?
Familiar? I built this place stone by stone, brick by brick, my boy.
There you go. So, you were in a predicament at sea, imminently about to be eaten by a croc shark, and just by your good fortune, it happened to run into you and brought you home.
Yes, and
obviously the accommodations are less than ideal, but we are not a luxurious ship or a crew, so this is the best we could do given the circumstances.
Yes. Are you the man in charge here?
Yes, sir.
Can you have one of your lackeys bring my dinghy to the dock here? He's like 30 feet from it.
Yeah.
I could do it, Captain.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nomad. Go for it.
Nomad, you land on this ship, because I feel like Nomad's pretty acrobatic. You kind of like do a somersault out of your dinghy and land in his. He says, Jesus. What's your captain's name, boy?
I honestly don't know. I just kind of call him Captain.
Captain?
Yes, sir?
Could you send he kind of cups his hands, but he still speaks at the same volume. Someone with a bit less filth caked to their every orifice of their body.
My lord, tricky proposition. We're sailors at sea. This is the name of the game.
Jesus.
I'd like to stick out my hand for a handshake.
He does not gesture that he is going to get close to that.
Alright, I'll give him a hug then.
He resists. Make a
He's
strength saving throw. You hug him awkwardly, and he says, "So let's just get the show on the road, my boy, and show you twice as nice as you smell."
Do you have any money on you?
That's a weird, loaded question. Just take me to the dock over there, son. We'll talk about everything. Right there. Yeah, it's not even hard. Like, you're very close. It takes you only like a minute or two to get to the dock, and he like waits patiently and does not like make a lot of eye contact with you. He gets onto the dock and dusts himself off, and he walks up to you, Captain. I assume you guys are like mooring yourselves to this dock.
Yeah. Regular business to do.
He's standing in front of all of you. Says, Horace Vandersloot, I will be in your debt. You're a good lad for helping me take care of things there. I may have need of someone just like you. Join me at the estate when you have a moment.
Sounds good, thank you. And I don't want to sound greedy, but we are a little bit famished and starving, and we kind of rerouted to help you in your predicament. Is there anything you could extend to us as a small token of appreciation as we you know, have a lot of mouths to feed. Surely you can understand a leader like yourself.
I thought you were different, lad. He gestures to, like, there's a few beggars at the end of the dock. He says, "You are just like them, aren't you? You only see one
Sir,
color."
You gotta be confused. We don't care just about money, but we are starving and we have been at sea for a long time. And we
You,
do go out of our way to help people out, so yeah, you must have me confused.
Make me
Understandable,
a,
reasonable mistake.
Yeah, can I like pull the captain aside real quick here?
yeah, for sure.
All right, Captain. He invited us to the estate. Maybe
Maybe
we just
chill there. Yeah.
we head there, and then maybe there'll be some food there. If not, we'll just steal some
Ah,
stuff.
yeah. I like it. I like it.
I don't see a lot of
Yeah.
guards around here, so we might
Yeah.
be in the
I mean, the gravy. All right, yeah.
The gravy train's rolling up.
Gravy tray, son. We're gonna make a killing out here. Yeah. No, never mind. You know what? You're misreading the situation, sir. Go. We'll meet you later at the estate. We have to handle our affairs here.
Excellent. I'll see you boys later.
Take it easy.
He like shuffles into the crowd quicker than you would have thought he could.
Yeah.
And what do you guys want to do?
Gang. Gang. Before we distribute out into the island and explore what the place has to offer and stuff, is there anything immediate we need to do for the well-being of the ship?
Quick huddle.
Quick little huddle, yeah. Anything we need to besides the
Pretty
fight?
good help.
Yeah. Good help.
There is one piece of housekeeping that you would all be aware of that I can't believe I neglected to mention until now. That dude has been tied up in the bottom of this ship for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Like there's a smell. Like it is turning from bad to worse.
I was gonna ask if anyone here that were with recognizes any of the flags. If any of these flags are the West Dahlia Company or Dahlia.
Yeah. Make me a history check. Anyone that's there.
Everyone
You
break
saw
your
two
roll.
distinct flags. One was like a dark blue with like some swords and axes across it, and the other was black and red that you. Well, let's see if you recognize.
I got a 16.
Nomad, from your run-ins just around the scattered sea, you recognize the blue flag for that of the Aquarius Guild Mercenaries. This is like a mercenary group. They're always hiring. When you go to like a major port, you see like a poster or something where you can like join up with these boys. They're known for being money first kind of mercenaries. Like we'll do whatever you want for ... for a price, you know. And these are always hiring sailors. Anyone who's like an adequate sailor, or they wouldn't use the word pirate, but it's kind of assumed.
Mercenary, perhaps.
Yeah, it's like we're not pirates. We work for the government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's with a 16. Is that the highest roll you guys got?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled. I was entertained by the. Yeah, I rolled a 12. Yeah.
16. You notice the red and black flag. It's like got a red trim. Like the outer quarter of it is red, and the inside it's like pitch black. And there seems to be like some sort of circle, like concentric circles written in the center of the flag. But at the bottom left, you do see the initials WDC written across it.
Nomad, you let us know.
WDC. Water,
Where?
dolphins, and creatures.
Where do you see that?
So the red and black one over yonder, and I'm gonna point in a direction that there's actually no flags, just to confuse people. When I say over yonder.
Nomad gets thrown out of the
And then so the red and black one, not really sure, but there's 3 letters in the sequence of WDC, and then there's a blue flag, and there's some good guys. They'll kill somebody for the right price, kind of like us. We're basically one of them at this point. But those are the only 2 flags I really know.
Oh, we need I think we should make haste to get over to the red flag ship. That is, I assume, the West Dalia Company, WDC, and we need to get this rotting man off of our ship and to them
This rotting
for
man.
a big
Jesus
reward.
Christ.
Like that. So let's divide some tasks here. First we'll need somebody to handle that. Chisora, are you cool with running with that task and seeing what the reward looks like?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, you know, we're on the lookout for job opportunities. Preferably stuff that doesn't have a lot of heat on it, but whatever. If heat's what they give, it's what we'll give. Then outside of that, supplies, rations, anything like that, crew, you guys already know the drill. We're always interested in those. And then I would recommend for those that want to go to the estate party later today or the hang out at the estate to clean up so that our host is, he's a little bit on the clean freak side. So everybody, we've been at sea for a while. If you find accommodations to shower or clean yourself up,
Oh, mad.
What? I've been working on this literally for so long. You know how long it takes to get the optimal smell? Now the creatures won't run away from me in the forest because they think I'm one of them. This is what I've
Optimal is
been trying to do.
an interesting word for it.
I would like to, yeah, that one ship you were describing, the Homer's Grace with like the marble.
Yeah.
I would like to see if there's anybody guarding it. I'd like to be like, hey Angus, I've noticed you like to, try to be kind of stealthy. I also think I'm quite stealthy. Would you want to try to get on this ship with me? See
Oh
what
yeah,
they
dude.
got going on? It looks pretty nice.
We're the stealthiest ones here for sure.
It's another Angus Nomad adventure. Make me an investigation check of the ship.
Both of us, just no man.
Now, whoever's looking.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 25.
Holy shit.
Well, go ahead, Drew.
You first.
Over here, before we break up the huddle,
Yeah.
everybody, there's a little police presence here or military presence. Let's try to not get into any fights. Let's look for job opportunities, and if you do anything unusual, try not to get caught. But we'll gather here in like a couple of hours before going to the estate. So
Poor Red River's given this speech like 10 times. Like he's just like, please, please.
yeah, I imagine that is a lot of what.
Yeah,
Captain
it probably
will do.
is. Yeah.
Because everybody's cooped up in the ship for a long time, and you want to go have some ale.
No, it's mostly speeches. With the 25, I do have to reward you. You see, like, this ship, like, you can see now is made of, like, a beautiful dark mahogany, and the pearl railings, like, shimmer. But there's something otherworldly to the shimmer, not just of the railings, but of the deck and the wood that comprises the ship itself. And with a 25, you know that there's some, like, magic in waiting. There's magic, like, primed. But Angus, I don't think Angus would know what it is. Or, like, what different types of magic would be.
So let the group know that ship looks extra shiny. There's something shiny about that ship.
Funny.
Yeah. Can't really describe it. It's just a feeling. Like it's a little special.
That means it might be slippery. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about the sneaking on the ship part now. I don't know if we should do that anymore. The captain seems pretty riveting about us not getting into a pickle.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a queen bee around, I mean, it might get a little.
Things might have changed.
A little crazy.
Circumstance might have to change.
Yeah, I mean, adventure out if you want to, right? But
Have
if you get into a pickle, let us know.
Alright, I feel like I should change my plan now. Are there any, like, magic or, like, that kind of shops where it's not just like a general store, but kind of like a specialty magic?
As a matter of fact, there are several shops. Is everyone stepping off the ship that I can describe more of the stuff?
Yeah.
You guys walk Magnificent Seven style down the main corridor of this island. As soon as you guys step off your ship, I'm gonna assume Varric and Doblis kind of stay. Is that fair?
I think so.
Yeah.
And another question, do you take your prisoner with you, or do you keep him on the ship?
I'm gonna keep him on the ship for now.
Okay. Varric, as you guys are...
Shark.
What's
What?
that?
We just feed him to the shark at this point.
Oh.
No, I'm bringing him over to the West Dalia Company for our reward.
Oh, okay.
Varric is capable, but he's basically like, I'll keep a lookout so that like someone just doesn't wander onto the boat. He says he'll give you a signal if things go south, which the signal would probably be yelling or something. As you guys get to the dock, like a group of like beggars like approaches you instinctively and holds out like little jars.
Take one of the jars.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Teach him a lesson, you know. 19.
You snatch two of the jars away from the three beggars that approach. In one swoop. They are made of tin and they are of poor quality. And one of the beggars goes, "Hey man, what's the deal?"
You gotta be ready for everything, champ. And I'll put his little tin on the ground and I'll like kick it towards him.
What's your name?
I'll tell him that's a lesson, and if he wants more, there's lessons available. I've got plenty of slots.
He is appropriately intimidated, and two of them kind of shuffle off as they take their tin cans back. But one of them stays and says, "Any coin for an old man?"
A place where you can get some coin. There's a ship at the dock, and it's looking pretty nice.
Oh, really? Is there gold available?
It really seems like it, yeah.
Oh, where is it?
You gotta go, and it's gonna be the ship with the blue flags on it.
Oh, no, I'm fine, thank you. He like shuffles away. You guys walk up, and you notice that well, I guess earlier you probably wouldn't have seen all the docks, but I could tell you now. There's basically a dock on the side that you approached, where like just ships are parked, and you go to like a crossroads in the middle, and from the middle of the island it's slightly raised, and you see the other docks. There's lots of activity. Like this looks like a shipping lane where big crates are being loaded onto ships with like makeshift cranes, and like very strong looking people are working to take stuff on and off the boat. So that's more of a commercial lane. As you're walking through the middle of the island, on your right there is this large wall erected. It's like 15 feet high. It's made of the same like dark stone that you saw of the castle, but it is man-made, obviously. And on your left, as you're walking, you see a like makeshift wooden fences being like actively built. Kind of to separate, it looks like a little slum area on the north side of the island. And you continue to walk, and you also see... Sorry, I'm trying to read all this stuff here. You've got a very fancy garment shop basically right in front of this one large gate that leads to what you would consider the estate. You have not seen a lot of guards. However, at the front of this estate in little guard towers, you see several now, dressed in like all plate mail from head to toe. Like you see like 8 of them at the front of this gate, 4 on each side, kind of like pushing anyone or shoving anyone that gets too close to it. There's a shop right outside these doors, and above the door it reads, "Prompers Proppers." Garment Conservatory. You also see two, like, general stores across the street from each other. One looks like more of a pawn shop, like it's a little run down, and the other one looks like a Trader Joseph's. And the gate is
pawn
closed.
shop, you said?
Yeah,
Pawn
there is a
shop?
pawn shop called, I didn't name it, Reggie's Pawn Shop.
Reggie's Pawn Shop, yeah, I know.
You also see that there's like that gate has like iron bars. The gate to the castle is closed, and there is a open area between the wooden gate to the north. That is like it's like sectioned off, but there's no like gate to speak of, if that makes sense. And the road there leading to the slums is not like paved. You do see a tavern down that road, and on the basically there's a fancy side of the street facing the castle, and there's like a not so good part of town on the other side of this crossroads. And there's a tavern on each. We got shops, we got taverns, you got Prim's Propers. You also notice like people with mining gear walking out of and into the slum area. And let me know if you need to. I just dumped a lot, so if you guys need anything repeated.
What's the underground?
The underground is the name of, like, it's carved in stone outside the tavern, but that is the tavern in the slummy area of town.
Got it, okay.
Oh yeah, I could just read off this thing, couldn't I? So you've got rock salt quarries to the very north, like that's what drives the industry here. You did pass a bazaar, I forgot to mention, with like vegetable stands. There was like some other stands and some empty ones. You have the general store, you have Prim's Propers, and you have Randy's Rats. It says Randy's Rats Barbecue, and it's kind of like imagine like a walk-up cafe. Like you can't get inside, but they have like a bar where they're serving people.
Bar, yeah.
And there's like a
stuff.
cute cartoon of like a dead rat with X's on its eyes.
Yeah.
And a warehouse. Oh, I think I put the general store and let's say no, this'll work. The fancy general store is like bisected in half, and one side's a pawn shop run by a seedy character.
Got it.
And the Huckenberry is the nice tavern.
Yep.
Sorry, a lot.
That's fine.
And then you have the far docks where a lot of business is being done.
And we pulled into the western docks, obviously, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I could draw. Yeah, you guys arrived on this side, and like you walk here. This is the fancy side of the street.
Yep.
This is the like slum side of the street.
Yep.
And through here is like the real slum part of the area.
I haven't cleaned myself up, so my initial plan is to go to the city tavern and just kind of see what the talk is there.
Roger that. Do we want to break up into teams, or is everyone going there?
No, guys. I think let's figure out who wants to go where.
Yeah.
I'm gonna immediately go to the ship, the West Daily Company ship.
Okay. Anyone you take it with you?
If someone wants to join me, they can, but I feel comfortable going alone at this time, at least.
I think when she gets ready to turn in the prisoner, we'll team it up.
Yeah, that'll be we can play that scene real quick, because I feel like while you're walking down the crossroads, you might break off for a moment while they're dealing with those beggar folks to go approach the ship. And as you get closer, it has like a gangplank leading to it, but now that you're standing right next to it, you feel like a shimmering, not heat, but Jasora would be familiar enough with magic to know when like it is actively around her.
Mm-hmm. Is it meant to keep me away? Like, is it sort of like a resistant magic, or what?
Make me an Arcana check.
A 18.
Shit, you You guys are rolling hot. You know that this is some sort of abjuration magic, which you do know does deal in protective spells and suppression of other magics.
Okay, so I can walk into it.
You can walk into it, but yeah, do you do that? Do you walk up the gangplank?
I'll walk up to the gangplank and just say, hello?
You don't see anyone on the deck of this ship, but after a moment, you see like a script, like a scroll appear in front of you that seems to appear from nowhere. And it says, "At work. Eastern Docks. Come back later." And at the bottom it's signed F.
Okay. I'll come back.
That wouldn't have taken long. You're back with the main group. Red River is going to the underground. Is everyone go with him, or is there anywhere else you guys want to go while he does that?
I was gonna check out the pawn shop portion.
I'll go with Red River.
Let's do the pawn shop. Will probably be quicker. That'll be a quick scene. Is it just Nomad?
I like the idea of a pawn shop.
Nomad and Jasora, a team of people that you guys are probably the closest of all these characters. You guys walk shoulder to shoulder into the pawn shop. Oh, did I say something incorrect?
No, okay.
Have you ever been to, like, in a shady part of town, the 7-Eleven guy is, like, he's encased in, like, walls, like, you can't get to him?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. This guy is in a fantasy medieval, like, cage type thing, and there's a little slot for him to, like, interact with people and, like, push money and, like, things through. There are several, like, items in here, and I could start naming them. You see armor and things like that. What you don't see are weapons. The cabinets are bare of any weapons, and you can see hooks where they might have been before. And you see behind the counter, like behind him, there's like a little, like, what passes for fancy here, case. And there are like 3 objects inside. If you guys could both roll a d20, I'll tell you what those items are. I basically got a cool little thing that makes interesting items.
2.
Okay.
5.
One, you see like a little wooden hand has been carved, and on that hand, upstretched with the middle finger, like it's like a fun like Spencer's gift type fantasy joke where it's giving you the middle finger all the time, is a ring that seems to like shimmer with candlelight. And another, just like, there are 3 items. On the left is that ring I just described to you. On the right is another ring, but this ring has like an artisan's tool emblazoned on it, like an old man's Harvard graduation ring. It looks like it's got like a hammer and tongs. Like, basically it's an armorer's artisan signet ring. And in the middle between these things is a like leather case. Like well made, looks like an heirloom, and it is perched open like it's on display, and inside is every piece of the most beautiful silverware you've ever seen. And there's like a metal buckle on it, and it reads AM. And these 3 items are like in the like fancy case behind this person running the shop, who I will make up now. She is a dwarf woman named Helga. And she says, you folks looking for anything specific here at Helga's pawn shop?
I thought the sign outside said Reggie's.
That's right. That's my brother. He calls it Reggie's. This section of the pawn shop is called Helga's pawn shop.
Ah, okay.
I know it's very complicated. We need to work on our naming conventions.
Yeah, I didn't really want to talk to Reggie anyways.
Yeah, he sucks, she says.
Yeah.
How can I help
So,
you?
yeah, I just got a few questions, maybe some inquiries here. First of all, what's going on? You know, in this town, there seems to be a lot of and I like lean in and I say, poor people, like the same volume as.
Why would you say that? She says that. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to say poor people. Lower class people. She says, well, geez, mister, I ain't so rich my damn self. You buying anything here or what? You seem to have, you don't have a lot of understanding of affecting people, but Jasora, you can tell that this woman is deeply offended.
Yeah, I was hoping to get some possible information on an item that might not be on the shelves, and it might kind of be in the back of the store, and I start like winking sporadically. And I ask for any form of fire or explosive things in nature.
She says, and now, easy now, boy. Some people speak 5 languages. Hell, some people, I heard of an elf fella who spoke 8, but I only speak 1. And she looks at you.
Yep. Can I ask the same question in what, Dwarven?
She's just asking if you got money.
Oh,
Oh,
well, yeah, I was so confused by it, so I'm gonna restate my question in Dwarven.
She goes, I don't know what kind of gobbledygook you speaking, boy. You better get that shit. You better shut that shit down. You're making my customers uncomfortable. And you look around and there are no other customers.
This is
I'm uncomfortable.
You're making the only other customer uncomfortable.
Alright, I guess the only other object I would be looking for is a flask of some sorts.
You looking for dangerous stuff, boy? She whispers to you.
Yes, extremely.
She looks around the store and makes sure no one else is in there. You know what? I can't just give it to you. I need a persuasion check or something. I should do it with disadvantage. You know what? It's a disadvantage. You've offended this woman on every level.
That's
What is the opposite of social lubricant?
I got 15 and a 16.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. She leans over to you and says, "Look, ever since that Vandersloot boy done reneged on his deal, they done pulled all the weapons on the island. I can't sell you shit legally. So there is a bit of an uptick, but I got." She reaches under her counter, and she holds 2 flasks, and they're covered in a loose leather around the glass globe, but even through the leather you can see a bit of firelight is breaking out through it. She says, I got these 2 big fire boys. I ain't never used one. Hell, I don't even know where Reggie got these, but they're gonna be a premium now, boy.
Alright, what are we talking here?
It doesn't get back to me. You hear that? You get caught with this shit, you don't tell nobody you got it from me. You hear me, boy?
I don't know who you are, Reggie.
That okay. That works for me. She's like, I can give you these for $1.50 each.
Alright. Alright, okay. Very good. Keep them under the counter. We'll be back with the money. Jasara, was there anything you were looking for?
I want to look at the jewelry.
We're gonna be looking at some jewelry.
Yeah, you guys peek over at the Walmart counter where they have a little spinning thing where there's a bunch of fake jewelry. But you do see the 2 rings. She can tell you what they do. So these are 2 magical rings. The first one is the Ring of the Candle Collector. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to snap your fingers on the hand that's wearing it. When you do, choose one non-magical light of your choice within 30 feet. If that light is no larger than 1 foot in dimension, it winks out. The flame emits and then it appears on your ring, and it emits candlelight. You can use our free hand to snuff out any other flame and reduce that light to a glimmering ember. Basically lets you do stuff with lights around you with natural forming light. The other ring, I will read to you now, because I have it right here in front of me. Here it comes. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to snap your fingers. When you do, that is the same one I just read. This ring is the artisan's signet. On the ring is a symbol of an artisan's tool. While wearing this ring, you gain a +2 bonus to any check you make with a set of artisan's tools, such as sail making, shipwrighting, as long as you have the proper tools. Furthermore, you can add half your proficiency bonus to any check you make while using this artisan's ring. And you can have proficiency once per day with an item you are not proficient with. When you do, the symbol of the ring changes to match the associated tool. Basically, this ring helps you use tools at like a higher level than you know how to, if that makes sense.
Just for that seems pretty cool for you. I know you're trying to learn how to like fix the ship and stuff. Because we're gonna kill Varric pretty soon, I'm thinking. So we're gonna need to replace him. I think it's a good choice.
I'm just about a failure at fixing this goddamn ship, but I agree that the ring is pretty cool. Helga, Reggie, how much for that ring?
This one here, she like gets it down and off the middle finger of the hand it's on. She says, this here's got a value at 350 gold pieces, but you see this red tag? That means it's been here for more than 16 days. This is some retail information you probably don't need to know. I can give it to you for 300.
That's pretty good.
Helga, do you barter by chance?
Well, we can
I don't think you ask people if they bought it.
we can have a conversation, son.
Right, I'd like to lean in close to Helga as well.
She leans far away.
Crap. She can't, she's stuck in the box.
Yeah, she leans as far as she can, but the box is there's not a lot of wiggle room.
Alright, Helga. Seeming here to trust you. Let's say that we have gold, but it might not necessarily be in the shape of a coin. Do you take objects like that?
You looking to move bricks, boy?
I don't know. It depends.
They got a serial number on them still?
Cereal? Like, I don't know what you mean by cereal. Just sorry, do you know what she's talking about?
Chex Mix, Twix. No, she doesn't say that. I was gonna make a fun joke. Something Reese's Puffs. It doesn't matter. She says, well, that's, if you had something like that, I wouldn't go around telling the many folk. But, yeah.
I'm not so many folk, I'm telling you, Helga.
I might be able to connect you for a fee.
Okay. For a what? Did you say?
For a fee. Helga takes 10% off the top.
Yeah, that's fine.
She scribbles down on like a little piece of paper she finds, and she slides it over to you. And she says, you buying that ring, little girl, or what?
We'll have to come back with money. Does it come with a hand? That's make middle finger.
She looks at it and says, ain't nobody ever asked for the hand. Well, hell yeah,
Cool.
I can throw that in there.
Sheesh. Just give us a little bit and we'll be back.
Alright, well, I ain't putting this on layaway now. Somebody walk in here, they're gonna take it.
As we leave, I'd like to look at Helga. Be like, we both have secrets, and I'll wink at her, and then we'll leave.
She does not wink back at you.
If we're not back by end of day, then you can put it back up for display.
Oh, I'm putting it back up to display for now, sweetie. See her put it back up behind her. And we don't have layaway in here, sugar.
I have a few. Let me see how many gold pieces I have.
Oh, you do want to put a deposit down?
Well.
Can we put it on hold? Yeah.
Can I just want to buy some.
You buy a pack of gum.
Cheap jewelry. No, I'm buying some earrings. That's what I mainly wanted.
They're these earrings, but they're clearly like handmade. Like they're made out of like seaweed and bullshit.
I like it.
Yeah, you pay for it with like this. You have a few silver pieces on hand, and you pay for it. In return, she takes the ring and puts it under the counter.
I wink at her.
She does wink back at you. Go ahead.
Could I do an investigation check to kind of see how the how do I say this? The security of this place is at night. Like, is it like barred up windows? You know, does it look like there's a lot of locks or things like locked away or?
Make me an investigation check. Your case in the joint. You said a 10?
10. Yeah.
You see there are no windows to speak of, but there are only 2 doors. With a 10, you know for sure that space she's occupying in the back, you're not even sure how she gets in and out of it, but it looks as secure as a space could be. Like, you see no easy entry other than the, like, 2-foot slot that she's, like, wrangling things through.
Gotcha. Okay. Very good.
We join Red River, and I'm just gonna assume everyone else is with Red River then, going to the underground. I know Bahood was. Back here.
Probably.
Like the client, like coming in and out of the underground, it's like one large room, and there it is like full to occupancy. Like it is, there are people at every table, and there's people standing at the bar, and there is like a rowdiness in the air that is palpable to anyone here. A lot of the people you see are like covered in especially their hands and feet are covered in like a thin layer of white dust. And like you're seeing people with like some pickaxes, you're seeing people with like heavy duty gloves. And these are people that like work for a living with a capital W. Like these are hard laborers.
Yeah, yeah.
And like barmaids are shuffling to and fro. Like the person running the bar, it like can barely keep up with how the orders are coming in. And there are tables and chairs throughout. Some of them are broken. Like this place is not in disrepair, but it is very much like a working class bar, and no one's
a lot
not
of usage.
drinking. Yes, this place is getting a lot of all the furniture, the tables, everything looks like it's been used a lot. I wrote something. True to its name, the underground is quite dimly lit. Its clientele is largely made up of dwarves, elves, gnomes, half-orcs, and tiefling miners. Make me a survival check, anyone that's in the tavern.
Incoming. Lost my damn window.
12.
Survival checking. 16.
Angus and Amaya, you can as well, or you're here for this. You recognize immediately, just from your like training, like you've kind of been around the block, and you recognize all of these races would be races with dark vision.
Yeah.
And there is a table less crowded near the back of this tavern, and you can tell that there's like a large older orc woman who's sitting there, and it looks like it's got some tension to it. But no one here has no one in this bar has like paid you guys any more attention because there's just so much activity in here. What do you guys want to do?
First and foremost, I'd like to try to pull aside Red River just to inform him of our adventure at Reggie's pawn shop.
I like it. I think if there's multiple things, maybe we can work out a deal and get a lot of things at a good discount. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we can help her out somewhere, and maybe get even a deeper discount. So
It's like midday, so you guys have time. Like you're not in a situation where it's like she closes in an hour. Like you guys have time.
Yeah. I hear about the idea of the light ring, and for whatever reason that sounds exciting to me. I don't know why, but I make it a mental note that I want to check that out. Like that sounds like a cool thing. Mm-hmm. I've heard of them before. I don't know how they work, but it seems cool.
And then Drew, you said Helga gave us a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Did we read it by chance? I don't think we did. Right?
No.
Okay. Could I read it?
You open it up,
or at least show it to Red River so he could like read it. Just be like, I got some info on the bricks we got, and I'll just like give him the paper.
Red River, you open it and it explodes. You take 2d6. No. You open this like it looks like a torn off corner of a page, but written in like poor legibility, but in common that you can read. Mm-hmm. This letter reads, southwest wind today. Beautiful sky. Clouds, no water. These words don't mean anything to you.
Yep.
Does anyone in the group read Thieves' Cant or have the knowledge, or I'm sorry, the language Thieves' Cant?
I do.
Angus, you recognize this to mean midnight at the rat.
Midnight at the rat. The rat? Right?
Yeah, like our little rat. Like a nasty little boy.
BBQ place.
Okay. And which people are saying this? Like, what direction are they from me, essentially?
This is just a note.
It's in the note. It's in the note. We're all
Just a
reading the note, and you translate it for us.
Gotcha.
That's good. That's good. I didn't know what that meant. I've scoped the place out like a little bit, just like looking at what people are ordering, and like there seems to be like this amber ale that everybody seems to be ordering, like the popular drink in the joint. So I approach the bar and I get one beer for everybody in our team, and then I secure an extra one, and I'm gonna bring that to the orc lady in the corner.
Captain, can you check if they have anything stronger by chance?
You want a little something with more amp? And I go, yep. I said, yeah, get you whatever you want there, sir. If you want a shot or if you want to switch it up, but yeah.
A light-skinned, bald man behind the counter says, "Yeah, I can get you anything you want, son, as long as you want is an ice cold Corona." And he slides it to you. It's a fantasy Corona.
Very
Also, I was a lot, and I said, hey, is that the only thing you got? Because we may be in the future in the distribution business of a little alcohol. If you want to offer your patrons a little something with a little more kerpow for the working folk.
Listen, I could hear you out. I'm Vin Diesel. Just gonna stick to this Vin Diesel joke that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Look, you want to sling your stuff, you ought to go to Huck and Berry. Those boys will teach you prim and proper. This ain't a place for fancy drinks.
Oh, it ain't fancy.
And I live life
working
1/4 mile at a time, he says.
Yes, sir. Family first. Don't worry about it, bro. We're working class ourselves. We're just out here, different kind of work. You know.
And he's
This
doing
guy's
that
about
thing
mining, we're about sailing.
that like bartenders do at like when there's a bunch of people trying to get their attention, where they're kind of just nodding at you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And polishing the same glass over and over
Yeah.
again. Just a trick of the trade.
As you distribute this fantasy Corona and make your way to the back table, this orc woman, you recognize her before she recognizes you, and it's your Aunt Nettie.
Nebby?
She's here. She's sitting at this table. You haven't seen her in years.
Damn. Auntie, how you been? I didn't recognize you with that hat.
Well, hell, is that... Who the hell? She squints at you. Is that Little Red River?
Hell yeah, I used to be Red Creek, but I'm a full grown
I remember when you were a little creek boy. Yeah, they called you Red Creek. You've been out there skinning your knee. How the hell are you, boy?
Hell yeah, how you been, Auntie? What the hell you doing out
Well,
here?
I've been out here with backstory. You know how it goes. Just mining. I left the old country. What town did we come from again?
We came from Missouri.
That's right, old fantasy Missouri. We done come down
Yeah.
here, seek my fortune.
East Missouri.
You remember on your 10th birthday, little Jimmy, they said that I had to leave because I had some business affairs. Well, I got in trouble with the law, and I had to make my way out here into Scattered Sea. And I tell you what, boy, I've been mining out here. It's hard work, but look at these guns. She pulls out her guns. It's a 9mm. No, but she is like jacked. She is dummy thick. And
Yeah.
she's rippling with orcish muscle. And she says, "Well, it's good to see you, boy. Have a seat."
Yeah. Put the guns away before we get arrested.
Oh, you're right about you son of a bitch. I always liked you, boy.
Anyway, man, good to see you, man.
Who are these
I always
stinky
wondered what
fellas you
happened
with?
to Did I ever tell you what my favorite aunt? Shit.
Well, everybody knows that. Aunt Nettie's everybody's favorite aunt now.
I still remember those goat pies you used to make. It's good shit.
Delicious goat pie. Our family recipe goat pies. That's right.
Hell yeah. Hey, listen, we're just passing by here. Maybe, looking for a job.
Well,
something at
shit.
sea,
I
or
put you
maybe,
boys to work in the mines, but it's been on hard times now. Shit's getting a little sticky. Might be time for old Eddie to move on again.
Shit, what's going on out here?
Well, it's good business. Back when I got here a couple of years ago, it was good business. You know, we get the rock, we give the rock, they sell the rock, we make our money. Easy peasy. But
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
things been getting a little spicy. The
What you mean?
old Vandersloot boys they've been cutting how much they're paying out for rock. And
What do you think that is? What's the talk of town?
Oh, word is it? The Vandersloot, the young boy, he done, she whispers, but she's drunk so she can't whisper very well. They say the young boy, the Vandersloot son, his papa done went away for a couple of weeks, and we made a new deal. We told him we were frustrated. They had me represent him because you know old Nettie, I could dress up real nice and sign a document.
Yeah, you clean up good, son. Yeah.
We drew up a document with the young boy, made a new deal, gonna put us paid out more. And then the old boy, he done changed the deal. He said he needs his daddy to look at it. Well, hell, I got his signature. So, a couple of my miners got a little upset, gotten a little bit of a scuffle. They brought these mercenaries in, and now I hear the papa's back. Some sons of bitches done rescued him. Sounds like we were pretty damn close to having him killed out there, that nasty, the greediest son of a bitch you ever seen. And now, apparently he's back on the island. And, they're building this wall around the slums and... Shit, son, you remember back in '89 when the chicken coop done broke open and we lost all them chickens to those damn owlbear possums?
That's a tough year, yeah.
It's just like this. Just like this now, boy. You can smell it. You smell that in the air, boy?
Yeah.
Smells like stink. And right when she says that, like, another, like, minor person, like, she's kind of the unofficial leader of these people. You can kind of tell just by, like, how people are talking to her and giving her
chosen
space.
by the people. Chosen by the people.
Yeah. Someone, like, whispers in her ear, and she goes, God damn it. Thanks, other Reggie. Not the Reggie that runs the pawn shop, obviously, she says it. Let's see.
Yeah. I met that. I heard about that.
There's another fight down at the goddamn docks.
You need any help?
She takes, like, a long drink of her fantasy Corona Light.
Yeah.
And she says, yeah, come with me. She, like, pushes aside, like, a half-drunk, like, tiefling. And, the tiefling, like, goes to turn and, like, fight her, but they see Nettie and they kind of just step away.
Alder and I had worked out a signal. Just like, for when she gets real.
Yeah.
So, Avatar, Alder just kind of puts his beard down, takes his shirt off, and
he keeps going through all these shirts. He just rips the shirt off at the chest.
He has the real Hulk Hogan vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He calls everybody brother.
Yeah, he does exactly
Whip
that.
their ass.
His
exactly. Yeah.
his like deer-like face looks a lot like Marcus Christopher's. It's weird. But yeah, he walks. He kind of has his leg bowed out because he's in like badass mode right now. He's pushing his pecs up, and she walks you guys. Her like Nettie and like a small group, including the person that came to tell her the news. Like they all walk the short distance to the commercial dock, where like a worker is being like. Just, you probably surmise without having to roll that this person has just been beaten significantly and they're laying on the ground. And there are several guards here, like 8 or 9 guards in full, like, plate mail, and they're holding, like, big halberds, which are, like, long axes. And at the top of, like, a short, not a dais, but, like, a raised wooden platform, there is an, like, elf man there with, like, a scale. And he says, now that that's dealt with, who's next? And you see a line of miners are like bringing like wheelbarrows full of ore to be weighed and paid out. Nettie says, what the hell happened to this boy? To one of the guards. And the guards kind of just like shrug their shoulders and take up like a defensive perimeter again around the scale. As Nettie like helps this kid up. And she says, I'll catch up with you later, Red River. We got plenty to say to one another. It's good to see you, boy.
Oh, no worries, Auntie. Well, good luck if you need anything. Sounds like you guys got a pickle here, but if you guys need anything, we out here looking for jobs. good paying jobs.
I think I might have something for you, but we can't talk here.
That's all right. We say that in orc.
Yeah, totally. It sounds like well, I don't want to be orc racist, but it sounds like ar 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 ar.
Yeah. Totes.
That's definitely what I heard.
Yeah, ar. Yeah. I've been taking speech classes. I don't know if you guys can tell.
What the fuck are y'all saying?
We head back to the bar.
Yeah, she's not there. She you see her shuffling with a group, taking them into the slum areas where they live. Just give you guys an idea. Even just going to the underground, you've not seen people living in destitute conditions like this. It's shacks on top of shacks. It's not quite favelas, but it's not a great situation that these people are living in. But yeah, you guys are back in the underground, and it is not quite as wily as it was before.
Okay. Bulletin boards, anything out there advertising anything? Maybe not here, but
yeah, not here. There probably is one on the island, maybe, but not here. Here you just have these folks.
Folks winding down in
Yeah.
between shifts. Yeah.
Oh, everyone in the tavern. You guys maybe you polish off another drink. Honestly, it's just been a few days since you guys have had a moment to not be on a boat and have some not free, but some alcohol. Everyone in the bar, make me a perception or survival, whichever you're higher in.
I just did a survival. Was it 16? You want me to do it again?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, that'll play here. With a 16, you feel eyes on you. Someone here is watching you, your group.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Nettie because she's not here.
Tell the stealthy boys to keep an eye out, because feel like we're being watched. So, when we leave this place, you guys do what you guys do best and see if somebody's tailing us. Probably not an enemy, maybe not an enemy, but at least I know that we're drawing some interest here. I feel like we're being watched.
I'm gonna go stealth mode and hide in some bushes and see if people tail Red River.
I like the idea of Angus anytime being like, "Don't worry, boss." Smears some mud on his face and just jumps behind the nearest bush.
Oh man's a fucking ninja, son.
He's just like, "Don't worry, boss, I'm on it." Make me a stealth check, Angus. Everyone else, you hear, you're hearing conversations all around you, and a lot of them share the same subject. Basically, you surmise, just listening to these folks, that the young, the kid Vandersloot, signed an agreement that was going to be, a profit sharing for the ore that comes in, and then, reneged on it, in fear that his father needed to look over it first, after everything was signed. So you can feel there's a tension in the air, this is, this is bullshit, we gotta do something. That kind of situation. It's a pot and it's bubbling, but not bubbling over just yet.
There's a tension.
Yeah, there's everyone has a shared anger here, and there's a lot of people here.
I'm going to say I want to go. I think I want to go check out the Huckleberry.
That sound good to everybody?
Well, some people can hang out here if they want to, but I think I'm gonna go Huckleberry and just see what.
Is it safe to walk around the slums?
I could only tell you that if you walked around the slums.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a stroll through the slums. I feel like my origins were actually mining, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you recognize the tools and stuff. You recognize these tools and these people.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take just a casual stroll through the slums and just kind of keep my eyes peeled.
Is everyone else going to the Huckleberry? It's fine if you are.
We will go to Prompers.
Yeah, if anyone wants to go to Prompers.
Say that 3 times fast.
Prompers. Yeah, it's hard.
I wanna. I'm like nervous about our prisoner and like that being my assignment, and I'm like hyper focused on it. So I'm gonna go towards back. I'm gonna hang back towards our like the ships that are docked near that Westdalia Company ship, just because I don't want to miss him when he gets back.
Yeah. I got you. Let's do Huckleberries first. Anyone who's going to Huckleberries, you walk in, and like just from the outside is the polar opposite of the underground. Like the underground, there was soot stains everywhere. Like it was obviously well used. As soon as you walk into Huckleberry, it is like well adorned in like black lacquer paint and like a deep like scarlet red. And the pattern is not only the outside but the inside of the building as well. And when you enter, there's like a small atrium, like you're walking into the front of an Olive Garden. I just reached in my brain for the fanciest like place you could enter, and my brain came back with Olive Garden, as it should.
Yeah, I said yes.
And two men are standing behind like a small little podium, and they are very friendly voices, and they greet you, "Welcome to Huck," and the other one says, "And berries." This entrance is a small antechamber, and this small room basically has a door to the left and the right. One door says main hall, and the other door says common area. These are both like current merfolk, and they're dressed identically in like little black and white little suits. And you say, "How can we help you today? Have you been here before?"
No, can you tell us what your offerings are?
"Well, we're happy to explain our customs." The one on the left says, "May I take your coat?" And he like stops and says, "You don't have them. Sorry, just a force of habit. You're gonna want to go right here into our common area. Have a great day." And kind of opens the door, like it's kind of like a saloon door to the common area.
Listen, my guy, real quick. We'll go to the common area, but just out of curiosity, how does one get to the other side, since it's currently not available to us?
Well, it's he looks at his brother. It's a bit of the high rollers area. There is he whispers to you, "There's a bit of a dress code." But you know what? We'll serve anyone here in the common area. You're welcome to peruse our many beverages and cuisine. You're gonna have great value in the common area, but please have a seat, enjoy yourself. And another like a fancy like merchant man like walks through the doors behind you, and they turn their attention to this much more finely dressed person.
Yeah, cool story. Last question on this here common area. Do you have a place where one could shower? Like you could buy draw a bath or whatever?
Certainly, yeah. We've got some common tubs out back that are rented by the hour. We certainly make you taken care of. He like opens the saloon door a little further and like yells inside. He says, "Boris, make sure there's a tub ready." He gives you like a wink.
So cool story, bro. Yeah, we'll make our way in. No worries.
Yeah, you guys walk in and like the furniture here is like sparse and fine. It's all plain wood. There is a counter with a little guy also dressed up in like a fancy little, not tux, but it's black and white doublet. It's very nice. And there's only a few other people sitting in here, but they seem to be like off-duty guards. And like little waitress walks up and leads you to an open table, and she says, "Thank you for coming. Your server will be right with you." And she drops off little like plastic menus.
I'm waiting for my server to order a drink.
Soon after, a server walks up and says, "Oh man, I want everyone to have a southern accent." They go into like, they don't even like look at you. They're looking down at like a little notepad they have, and they say, "Today we're offering the best vintage wines from the Westdalia Company. We also have begun producing our own wine here that's a special reserve, but at a significant cost. It has robust notes of cherry and hickory, which are totally worth it. To me, it's my favorite." She gives you a wink, and she starts talking to you about soups and main courses.
Yeah. And pork belly tacos.
Yeah, yeah, but they're like a little overpriced. But you kind of know what you're getting into. You're at a fantasy Chili's.
Yeah. Question. Love your nails, by the way.
Thank you so much, sweetie.
Are we still doing the 2-for-1 right now, or?
2-for-1 technically doesn't start for 45 more minutes, but I like the cut of your jib. She gives you a wink.
Yeah. So let's do some 2-for-1s. That'd be great. You know, whatever you have on top is good. We're just here for a little time.
Can you ask your friend to put a shirt on? She gestures at Aldar.
Yeah. I said Alder, and then he just pulls like their suspenders. He just pulls whatever's.
Okay, yeah, he pulls something to cover his little pecs.
I would like to think that Alder's always wearing suspenders.
Yeah,
They
that
just
checks
put
out.
the suspenders on.
Real quick, Angus check in. Are you actually hiding in that bush? And if so, I do need that stealth check.
He did.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, you disappear into the bush like George W. Bush hiding behind a bush. That's all I've got.
Perfect. I got my George W. mask on.
Yeah, you put on your George, and no one knows who you are or where you are. Is there anything you're looking for in particular, or you just kind of knew that someone was watching, so you're trying to be the watcher?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's like anybody suspiciously watching the group, and if like when they move, I want to see if they kind of like move closer and keep a distance.
That's interesting. Make me a perception check with advantage, because you're very hidden, and you are actively searching for something suspicious. You don't know what you're looking for, but you know you're looking for something odd.
I rolled a 19.
You come to the same conclusion after watching this crowd for a few minutes that Robert Downey Jr. came in the second Sherlock movie, where you can really only tell who's out of place is if you get everyone to react to something. So do you have like a slingshot? Do you have anything that like soars through the air? Do you have something you could throw? You don't have to have it in your inventory. Is it just something that like Angus would have?
I could throw maybe like one of my million vials.
Yeah. What if your empty vials that you have an endless supply of? You chuck it like into the center of an area with a lot of people, and it like knocks over another like glass like a candle that was like encased in glass, and it like shatters and it makes like a big, not explosion, but you know, the silence kind of falls over this crowd, and you're looking for the person who doesn't react because everyone else jumps at it. And as you're scanning the tavern, you make eye contact with a dwarf that makes eye contact with you. What do you do?
I'm going to pretend like I'm going to walk. I'm going to kind of like pace away from him and then kind of wrap a corner to kind of break sight of the dwarf. And then I'm going to kind of hide and keep an eye on him again. But I want to like walk away nonchalantly, like nothing ever happened.
With a 19, you see him like a millisecond before he sees you. And you notice nothing about him other than he looks very plain. And as you walk away, you are not able to find him again. But you know something was off. Like you could sense that there were two people watching other people. It was you and it was him.
I gave him a good ocular pat down.
You
so
gave
I got
him
him locked.
That's right. You gave him the ocular pat down. You assess the threat. With a 19, I feel like I should give you a little more. No features about him were memorable, but the feeling you had when you made eye contact with him there was a danger there.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a mission and just kind of go out of my way at this point to search for the dwarf.
Make me an investigation check. No advantage this time. You are actively looking for this fella.
I was 25 due.
You?
Damn, son.
With a 25, I have to tell you that you see him like, you know, in a spy movie where like the jig is up, but neither the chaser or the chasee, everyone's playing it cool. it's that he's shuffling a little bit faster than he should be, and you're chasing him a little bit faster than you should be, but he's going into the slums.
I'm gonna holler at my mates to tag along with me if they can, but I'm gonna pick up the pace and hope that they can catch up.
Now, I feel like this was simultaneous with the Huckenberry, although I would say that you do have access to a nomad who would be in this vicinity.
Perfect. This is the person I needed.
Another Angus nomad adventure. Yeah, you with a 25, you see exactly the direction he's heading, and it's like between several shanty little houses.
I'm gonna fall over to Nomad and hope that he follows.
This is the last thing I'm gonna give you for your 25. You, Nomad, are you concerned? Like, do you follow him? Your friend calls out to you.
Yeah, I'll join the pursuit.
You guys like follow through this little hallway between these shacks, and you see the dwarf, but only his feet, because he is now sprinting away from you.
I can't really see in the dark, can you?
I can, yeah.
There's people in activity all about, like people moving to and fro, but you did get eyes on the dwarf, and you know the new direction he's heading, but he is running from you now.
Is he alone when he's running?
You don't know.
Would Nomad know?
I guess I'll follow pursuit as best I can.
Both of you guys make me. Well, is Angus chasing?
Yeah, we're gonna chase.
Give me an athletics check as you both turn to each other and nod like in an action movie and give chase. It's only fair that I roll for you.
Damn. 6 for me.
19.
Nomad, you like a cart gets in you guys' path, but you like acrobatic over it, like a cool monk would, as you give pursuit. Unfortunately, it hits you right in the chest. As he acrobats over it, he kind of pushes the wagon into your way, Angus, and you you hit it square on with your chest and fall to the ground. I feel like I hate to do this, but just for the narrative, I feel like Nomad doesn't know exactly who he's looking for. So you turn a corner onto like a major avenue here, you don't see anyone running anymore.
Okay. Is there anything I can climb? I'm assuming so, right? Can I get like a bird's eye view?
Yeah, there are like little shanties around. You would be climbing on these people's houses. This is an active. There are plenty of people around as well.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll climb a house.
A woman says, "What the hell are you doing, son? That's my house."
Man, I'm trying to stop a murderer.
Make me a deception check as we go on another Angus and Nomad adventure.
4.
She says, "Look, son, I don't need guards." She pulls out like a small like knife, but it looks like it's been sharpened significantly. And she says, "You better get your goddamn hands off my house."
Is there like an adjacent house?
She says, "I don't care what you do, son, but you need to get down now."
I just gotta get out of the range of your small knife. Can I keep going up? You said these are like stacks, right?
Yeah, you could scurry up it, but you've made a powerful enemy.
I'm just gonna keep scurrying them.
Okay. She disappears briefly as you get to the top of this house. What are you looking for? Because the issue here is that you don't know, like... I feel like in this scuffle, I don't feel like you guys had time to exchange information.
Right.
No, I'm not that far from me still, right? I could just yell to him.
Yeah, you get up off the ground. You kind of had your wind knocked out of you.
It's the dwarf with the. Can I recognize his hair color or something?
Yeah, like a brown Albany brown hair with
He's
some
got
balding.
Albany brown hair, cocoa butter hair.
Angus, were you looking for me by chance?
No, I mean he looks sort of like you, but like less handsome.
Damn. Okay. So can I, Angus? Was he clean or was he dirty?
You guys are shouting back and forth.
More than half these people here are like dwarves. Like this is, well, this is where we're at.
Can I attempt to make it to the rooftops with him to help him look?
Yeah, while you're doing that, this woman
Watch out for
appears
the old lady.
and stabs you. Does a 12 hit?
Stabs me? Or...
No, she stabs her new friend Nomad.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
she stabbed me?
Yeah, she comes
I
up.
thought
She
I
like
got out of arm's reach.
while you guys are yelling, she's climbed up the other side of the house and is stabbing you.
Damn it! No, a 12 does not hit.
She like swings wildly and says, "Get the hell out of here!"
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to use force if you try to stab me again.
She says, "Just get off my roof, boy."
All right, I'm gonna try to assault her with my
Okay.
quarterstaff. I'm not playing games with this lady.
Okay.
All right. Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Your mind, as you swing this quarterstaff through the air, your mind, you hear Red River's echoing, saying, "What was it, Red River? Don't get into trouble," or something.
Something to that effect.
Yeah, please be mindful not to fuck everything up. But yeah, go ahead. What's the damage?
It's only 4 damage, and we're not going for like real damage, just
Yeah,
trying
you're going
to, like,
non-lethal.
non-lethal, yeah, just maybe like I don't know. Maybe, can I try to like smack the knife out of her hand? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like a disarm?
Yeah, with a 20, you disarm her, and the knife like scatters off the roof, and she goes, "Oh my god!" and she goes to like run away from you.
Good,
And
good,
her
good.
hand is like not broken. Well, maybe it is. With a 20, it's fucked up. Her hand is damaged.
Alright. So I'm looking for a dwarf man that looks like me but less handsome.
I care about you guys a lot. By the time this all happens and you're both standing on this roof, you see a lot of dwarves that look vaguely not handsome.
Alright, Angus, what do we do now here? Should we just try to, I don't know. I just started running, honestly. I didn't know why we were running, but I was running.
It's called friendship.
Well, probably best that we get out of here for now. Make it back with the team. And then maybe see if he shows up again. See what he wants. I think I'm gonna, when we all get together, just lay low again, and if he approaches, I'm gonna sneak behind him.
And what? You know what? Don't tell me. I want it to be a fun surprise.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of hoping to take a casual stroll through the slums.
you
but-
can still casually stroll if that's what you're into.
Yeah. Angus, would you mind? You want to take a casual stroll? You know, reminds me of the motherland a little bit.
Yeah, stroll would be nice. I just hope we don't walk into any traps.
Ah,
You guys interlace your fingers, and you forgot how soft each other's hands are. Nomad, where do you keep your character's money? You have 77 gold pieces according to your character sheet. Where does that
I do.
live?
Probably in my pants because I don't always have a shirt on. So like on an inner woven pocket of my pants.
Okay. And next to your thigh jerky. The other thigh has the money.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
it's secured tightly. It doesn't jingle too much.
No, yeah, you've made it to where, like, you suppress the jingle as much as you can.
Right.
Sorry about that. Let's go back to Fantasy Chili's. I think you just guys ordered apps for 2 for 1. The Fantasy Mozzarella Sticks just came out, and they smell delicious.
Southwestern egg roll.
Yeah, fuck, don't get me started on some... I'm leaving right now to go get some Southwestern egg rolls. That is some good shit. Capital G, capital S, good shit.
Or zesty sauce they put on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cheers, for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you, Chili's. That avocado ranch sauce, Chili's, Thank you. Delectable.
Yeah.
I wish I had one right now.
You and me both.
But I forgot what we were doing in the Chili's. I didn't think that scene was gonna be as long as it was. But he kept rolling like 20s and shit. Anyway. I assume it's the rest of the crew here at the Fantasy Chili's.
Yeah. Any posters for work? Any bulletins?
Oh, yes. At this fancy place, there would be one on the wall. It's kind of like there is a article about the rock salt shortage, which you now surmise that was a million sessions ago. That you've surmised is likely due to this growing conflict here on the island. Like with the history check that someone rolled earlier, you'd know this is where a lot of the rock salt is coming through, for the whole scattered sea.
And what's the use of rock salt? Is that common knowledge?
Yeah.
Would my character know?
Yeah, you'd know the same way. Someone would know what cardamom
lithium
does.
is used for batteries.
Yeah, you've never tasted it, but you know it's valuable, and it's kind of like that. It's used for some alchemy that you guys aren't aware of, but it's also used for literal food, treated in food and stuff.
Okay. In the sense of common salt or truffle. Whatever.
In my head, a fancy because you'd have salt before. This is a combination of salt and
So we're thinking big Himalayan.
Yeah. When you go to the Whole Foods and you see they have this of vanilla or whatever, and it's $38 a piece. It's like that. This is
it's
high
high-end
end
salt.
Yeah, this is high end
Finishing salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. How about it?
I was gonna make a Salt Bay reference, but that dude rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
We don't have to go right now, but just that whole thing rubs me the wrong way.
He curious me. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy might
I
suck.
have a whole thing about that, but
Yeah.
the round glasses is very hard to pull up. Round
Yeah,
glasses.
it's a gamble.
He risked the first basket.
I forgot what you guys. Oh, but there are there's a wanted list. There's a few things that are always on Carlisle's Current, which is this posted not magazine, fucking
Bulletin board.
Bulletin board. Yeah, and Belfry is on it, and it says 1,000 gold pieces alive for the West Alien Company. There are some references to growing tensions to the north, and some weather stuff, and nothing else that's super interesting.
Let me do an investigation check. Or what is it? So just to see if there's anything interesting about this place, or is it just another common place?
I wouldn't even ask you to roll. The only other table is a table of 6 guards off duty, and the waiters and waitresses. You think you hear I don't know if your character would know what music is. Yeah, your character knows what music is. You hear music coming from the other side of this restaurant.
The other side.
Yeah.
So this is just where they put people. This is a place of warehouse. But I got that vibe anyway from.
Yeah, this is kind of where the regular people get to go.
Yeah. That are a little bit above the over.
Yeah, you're not quite the minor, you're a visitor or whatever, but you're not of the elite status people.
Yeah. So I'm thinking. In my head, my character wants to meet up with Jasora, go turn in the boy, get our recompense for that.
Yeah, that would be high priority.
Yeah, and then go and secure. Go talk to the lady at the pawn shop, and then maybe an outfit, at least one or maybe multiple outfits, something fancy to wear to dinner parties, estates, and the other side of the
prims, prompers, prims. Yeah. Just for the sake of time, is everyone good to go? Bahood, or Angus, are you still lying in wait? And I guess we need to do you guys slum walk.
Yeah, we're gonna go for our hand-holding slum walk.
You guys are on your hand-holding slum walk, and it's as romantic as a slum walk can be. The ground is very a lot of footfalls. It's kind of muddy. You're getting a little business on you. If you didn't already have a bunch of business on you, you would have noticed. Is there anything you guys are looking for, or just anything out of odd?
Walking, I would be looking for possibly somebody sitting down, like almost like out of the way, yet observing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
not like people watching, but like they're kind of have distanced themselves to what seems to be kind of like a purpose.
Yeah, this is a place where, like, a lot of people, like, traffic this island, but as you guys continue to walk, you get the sense that not a lot of people visit this portion. Like, it's like you're in Jamaica, but you're not in Nassau anymore. You're, like, in the, like, where the regular people are living.
Ocho
And,
Rios.
yeah, there's, like, a lot of eyes on you. Just because people know these people don't look like minors, and they're, like, we know they're not from here. Both of you make me a perception check.
15.
13.
Nomad, there's a small group of people following you. It's like 3 or 4. But they are like the last 3 turns they've taken the same ones you have.
What kind of? I guess this sounds bad. What kind of people are they? Are they also dwarves?
No. There's a halfling, there's a tiefling, and there's like a human teenager. They're very clearly local. They look a little rough around the edges, let's say.
Yeah. All right. So at the next alley we approach, I'd like to scream at Angus and then push him in the alley, and then turn around and I guess confront these gentlemen.
Did you say scream?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I guess I just scream no and just like push him. Maybe like he was trying to get like frisky or something, you know.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna pretend that he hit on you or something, and you're like, "No, get off of me."
Yes.
Seems like a weird scene to ad lib. These 3 boys like approach you confusedly and say, "You look lost, sir." These are all like younger people.
Nope, not lost. Just taking a stroll. I walk for a living.
Oh, you ain't from here? Says the littlest one.
Oh, I've been everywhere.
Well, I tell you, when you didn't know coming through here, it's not your fault. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And the other one says, yeah, it's not your fault. You didn't know there was a toll to come through here. But that's okay. We can take care of that for you right now.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah, it's 5 gold pieces, and you get to come through here whenever you want.
Very nice. Unfortunately, here's the funny part. I only have some thigh jerky.
All 3 of these boys whip out like little like billy clubs that they've made out of like loose wood, and the smallest one's is cute. It looks like like a spoon that he's like shaved off to be pointy at one end. And they say, "Well, I guess I can forgive you for misunderstanding, but yeah, you're gonna have to pay the toll to come through here. You see, and you already came through here, so you're in the red."
I have a question. Does Angus also see this happening, or is he like still mad at me?
You got pushed and yelled at. What do you do?
Before I did this, Angus, I like squeezed your hand extra hard before. So.
Okay, yeah, then I was forgiven. Then we're helping. I'm gonna just kind of be close by, just in case something goes by. I'm gonna be an intimidating presence since I'm 4 foot taller than everybody here.
The little one? Yeah, you are towering over everyone in this interaction. The smallest one takes like a half step back and looks at his friends, but they are ready to pounce.
Okay, slow it down, yeah.
Gentlemen, here's the thing. I just beat up an old lady. I'd hate for you guys to be next.
Make a intimidation, I guess.
Do I have advantage with Angus behind me?
Yeah, you do. You have advantage with a 6 foot Angus behind you and a little bit of blood from the old lady on your quarterstaff. Some old lady blood. It's not a good situation.
16.
Yeah. These kids go, well, whatever, mister. We'll let it pass this time. and he like snaps his fingers, kind of cool, and his like voice cracks. He goes, "Come on, guys!" And they shuffle away as fast as their little teenage feet can take them.
All right, cool. Yep, Angus, I think we've seen all we need to see here.
Did these
Just
kids
like-
have like any distinct marks on them, perhaps, like a tattoo or like a symbol?
One of the kids, the oldest one, is, I don't want to say ugly. He's a very unique face. He looks like Steve Buscemi, a 12-year-old Steve Buscemi.
What the? Young Buscemi.
A young Buscemi. There's a Buscemi out here. Oh, it doesn't like that. Do I not know how to spell his name? Japer/Red River, you said you had some plans. There were like 3 things. Yeah, I think Belfry was the main one, right?
Yeah, the main plan was going to go get going to get Belfry with Jasora, turning them in, and then maybe securing some of the assets that we had been thinking about and talking about.
I forgot to mention this because a lot of stuff was happening in that scene. The elf with the guards at the commercial dock that was doing the weighing had a Westdalian company like sigil sewn onto his like doublet. So you surmise that you could he would be the person that would be like paying out for rock salt or representing the Westdalian company.
Which one? Who?
Earlier when Nettie found the dude that was beaten up and this elf was there yelling at people, him.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. There's a lot has happened on this island in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's a dense island. You guys make your way to the ship unless anyone else has any other business, but obviously you're not leaving right now. You untied Belfry, and I think he had his eyes and his mouth tied up. Does that sound right?
Yeah, he had Nanotar in one of them.
Yeah, you guys might have committed some like Geneva Convention type stuff here. He is not in a good way. There is a smell. He's lost some weight. I think we were feeding him half rations last we checked.
Yes, he was on half rations.
He is like feeble to the touch. Like you untie him, and he is like barely hanging in there. If Amaya is there or anyone's there, they can make a medicine check. But he is not in a good way. But he is alive. You know that.
I think it. I mean,
he cannot walk under his own.
Yeah, so we're gonna give him, make sure he's hydrated well. So we're no longer at sea,
Yeah.
Give him full ration, Obviously that's gonna set his stomach a little bit because he has to be needing a lot, but
he throws up all over all of you. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. That's fine. So we.
I didn't want to grab him until the guy got back to his boat. That's the only thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to. You can leave him up there. He's just it's bad.
We're just nourishing him back to working shape. I don't know I don't know how he's gonna be treated elsewhere.
Okay.
So we just want to send him off in a good condition.
So you tie him down. Maybe someone says maybe we should make a jail in our ship if we're gonna keep having fugitives.
Yes.
Like maybe a brig or something.
But transporting fugitives could be a lucrative business. Or it is a lucrative business actually.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, you don't have to turn him in yet. But you guys start the process of only binding his arms and legs, and he is in a bad way. Did anyone roll a medicine check?
I rolled a 14.
Holy shit, it's Swiffer's first decent check of any kind.
Wow.
You do determine, there is some heavy dehydration happening here. There is, you should probably clean him up. I don't know who wants to do that horrible job, but he's in a bad way, but he's still alive. And if you have not started...
I could give him a bath.
Nomad gives him a slow bath. A medicine check, start a 4-piece pie, and take one step towards let's just call it medicine, shipborne medicine. Yeah, we'll just call it medicine. Just don't forget your sword, because I already did. Is there anything else you guys want to do? It's probably like 2 PM. You can fast forward also if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have some money on the ship. But I feel like if we had that extra 1,000, it might be pretty nice. Then we could buy some of the things we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Agreed.
So do we think we want to like go approach the guy from the Western Daily Company first, and then like tell him like we have the man instead of just like showing up with the guy?
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Fast forward, you guys walk across the. Where is Angus with us?
I was thinking maybe I should like stay behind the group again and kind of just keep an eye
Yeah,
out.
because you
on
now
anybody.
know there's someone is on the lookout. That totally makes sense.
Someone or a group of somebody.
Make me a perception check as you guys walk through this crossroads.
Everybody?
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
You lose most. You think you know where the rest of your party is, but you don't see anything else.
Damn.
You want me to roll?
15.
I was thinking that was more of a Angus roll. He's the only one that's like actively searching, I think, for this person.
Whoops. Yep.
I just saw your eyes fall out of your skull. No, you guys walk up to this elf, and it's close to like the end of the working day, and you can see him as you're walking up. There's a long line of miners waiting to like step up, put their rock salt that they've mined for the day onto like a scale, and then he basically pays them right there and sends them on their way. There's a line of about 30 miners here, and the elf is at the top of this dais, surrounded by guards.
Captain, do you want me to make a distraction? Try to cut down the line a little bit.
Let's just. Well, I'll talk to one of the side guards and we'll just ask him. Hey, listen, we want to turn in a bounty. What's the process in this area for it?
Huh.
Who do we talk to?
Yeah. I'll tell
We
Frank.
You guys have a rock salt operation here. We're not with that mess. That's a whole different other thing. We have nothing to do with that. We have a prisoner we want to turn in, and we want to make it sure we're following the right process and get compensated for it.
The guard walks up to the dais and says, Frank, you got a bounty claim. The elf goes, who? He looks at like his fantasy watch and he says, well shit, this is good enough time as any. We're shutting it down for the day. And you hear like the 25 miners still in line like groan loud, like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. And the elf comes down to talk to you guys and says, how may I assist you?
We have one of you guys' wanted men, and we wanted to turn him in for the proper
Outstanding. Reward. Where is he?
He is currently in our possession, in our ship.
He like snaps his fingers, and the like 6 guards move into formation behind him, and he says, "Lead the way." And you guys make your way back to the ship, I assume?
Yep.
He waits on the deck, and you guys bring Belfry up, and he goes, "Dear God, what happened to him?"
We've been at sea for a long time.
He's really strong. You have to be careful.
Yeah, he kind of looks at him and is like, "I don't think that'll be an issue. What's your name, boy?" And he like croaks out like, "Belfry." And this elf kind of pulls up like a little notepad he's got, and he like flips through it. He slams it shut. He goes, "Guards, take him away. Gag him." And this little guy who you found romancing some goblins and making a name for himself out in the world is taken away. The guards are like holding him up. His legs aren't even like touching the ground as he's being pulled away. And you see these guards make their way to the Pearl ship you saw on the other side of the harbor, and they take him on board. And this elf in front of you says, "Well, deal's a deal." And he pulls out 1,000 gold pieces and puts them in your hand, Red River. And They jingle and they jangle, and it's actually kind of heavy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Mr. the Captain, Sergeant.
My name is
Dude,
Frank. I am just a loan officer for the West Alien Company. Charmed,
Thank
I'm
you all.
sure.
Pleasure
Yeah.
doing business with you.
Yeah, thank you, Frank.
Oh, may I say you have a lovely Australian accent, Murpherson.
She's
Oi.
not interested in dating anybody right now, so
Oh.
how about you chill, son?
Okay, well,
He's not
seems
wrong.
a bit rude. I'm seeing what's this creature running about your deck? It's quite lovely.
Did you talk about me, Captain?
I think, yeah, we call that a nomad, and
Oh.
he normally is not flexing like this, but
Not your strange little grease man. No, this odd-looking kelpie here. It seems. Is this a unikelpie?
yeah, it's a team mascot. We're quite fond of it.
Would you be interested in a trade, perhaps?
What you got?
Well, I would have to consult my books. But
Yeah,
think I could
consult,
give
but
you some
the-
gold here.
yeah, decent offer could be entertained, but the reality is it's our team mascot, and unique helpers are quite rare, so just don't be insulting.
Would just to get us started somewhere, would 1,000 gold change your mind?
No, we can easily fetch
Well-
1,000 gold.
What are you gonna do with him, her, it?
Well, that is my concern alone. I see now you're interested in me, and he gives you a wink.
What? Oh my god. That's my unikelpie.
You know what?
I just
Throw
wanna-
in the girl, and we've got a deal. He says, and he winks at you, Captain.
That's a crime.
Oh,
Do
the only...
you? What do you do with animals? Do you use them for work? Are you going to harvest it?
You know, I see the world in colors, little one. 2 colors, black and red. This kelpie is an investment. I'm going to turn my 1,000 gold pieces into at least 1,001 gold pieces, hopefully significantly more. Now what you're doing is looking another gift horse in the face. And this face is quite lovely, isn't it?
I
You smooch him.
would. Oh. No, sir. I'll turn to Red River and just say, personally, I would prefer the unikelpie swim away from this boat than it be sold to someone. But it's your call.
I agree.
I'll see if I can come up with a counter offer. He snaps his fingers, and like the remaining few guards follow him to his ship. That is the beautiful West Alien Company Pearl ship that was mentioned before, Homer's Grace. There is one more scene before we close, but I don't want to. What is everyone doing? You got a little bit more time on this island. There was mention of going to Prim's Propers. There was mention of something else. I don't remember what you said, Red River.
I will
Find
say
the-
that.
Buying the stuff from the pawn shop.
Are we all going?
Oh yeah.
Is everybody going to the pawn shop?
It depends, dude. I mean,
I'll go.
yeah.
Since I was there earlier.
What do you have in mind for scenes, Drew? Do you want us to do
I
this
think
later?
everyone should go to the pawn shop.
Okay, we'll do the pawn shop.
Drew, before we do that, since we're at the ship,
Nomad stabs another random woman. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
could we check the gold bars for a serial number to see if they still have one? So I could,
You guys have all taken in my head. You guys have all taken turns and shifts that you didn't have to work to go look at the gold bars. They do not. They only have a WDC printed on them. You guys all make your way to the pawn shop, and what would you guys like to do there?
Well,
Red Reggie Betty. Helga says, oh geez, you're back.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, just
We got that coin we were talking about earlier.
your little guy here made some rude comments last time. I forgot my voice. I think it sounds like this.
Guess it's true. But we have money, so it's better.
Oh, you here to pick up your ring? Oh, my voice changed again. Yeah, 250 gold pieces for the ring here.
Hold on.
The ring and the other thing we were talking about, Helga.
Oh, the special?
Yeah. The seafood special.
Well, for 250 for the ring, 100 each for the specials, that puts us at 450.
If I don't recall correctly, the ring has that red tag. My shipmates were telling me that it's been in the counter for more than 16 days, which means it's only 200 instead of 250.
God damn it, I gotta get better at not telling people the ins and outs of the retail business.
That's all right. Helga, we're on the same team. It's a win-win. You got a product, we here to buy product. And plus, we'll be stopping here and there to check out your wares.
Are you interested in buying the candle ring as well?
Yeah, that was yeah. I like the sound of that. Here it's not as expensive. What do you got in mind? What's the working price?
She's looking at it. She's like tabulating on like a fantasy cash
Abacus.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's sliding stuff. Tick, 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 tick. And any of you that know how to use an abacus can tell she's doing it completely randomly for show. And she says, how about this? We'll do 500 for the whole lot. I'll just tell you guys real quick before you decide or whatever you guys want to do. Nomad, it's what you saw was Alchemist's Fire. It's basically like fire that's been bottled up into a liquid. It's very dangerous, but like it's rare, but you kind of have to get it from someone who knows how to make it. Like it's not an easy thing to create.
Fire's not meant to be bottled.
Yes.
That's the slogan.
Yeah, that's what it says on the outside.
Yeah.
It also says warning in all caps. Also, Angus, what are you doing in the pawn shop? While you guys decide, just Angus, think about what you're doing in the pawn shop.
Yeah. I'm actually not in the pawn shop. I'm still kind of keeping my distance. I don't want
Lurking about.
Yeah, I'm not very interested in that stuff right now. I'm more interested in protecting the group from this dwarf.
Make me another perception check. And Red River, what's your... Does the 500 sound good to you guys?
Yeah, well,
Holy
obviously...
shit. Sorry, I have D&D Beyond open. He rolled a 3.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
rolling abysmal right
no
now.
worries. Yeah, we'll take... So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal. Obviously, we'll take the 2 hands flicking off. We'll use that as decoration in our ship. I think it's pretty...
Yeah, that'd be pretty bitching.
That's pretty bitching. And, listen... you've been doing this for a long time. You move a lot of product. We are here looking for jobs, so anything you can throw our way, we'll make sure we cut you in on the deal if it's a good paying gig. But also, if you have anything back there that, traveling, enterprising people here could use to either protect ourselves or help others out. If you have anything off the shelf, then we'd be interested in hearing. Not just this time, but anytime. So standing offer.
Make a persuasion check.
Riz check.
Yeah, make a Riz check. Give me a filthy Riz check, please.
Okay.
Put some stank on it as well.
Put some stank on it.
Now, while he's doing that, I'd like to tell Helga that we didn't find any serial numbers and just wink at her.
She does not wink back at you. She nods solemnly. I think you called her poor the first time she met you, so she is not a huge fan of nomads. You pretty much walked in here and said, "Hey, your store sucks."
I didn't say that. I said, what's up with all the poor people?
That's right. That's fair.
16, Drew.
She says, look, you seem like a smart guy. You gotta... Does Red River have a tricorn hat? I feel like in like the 3rd episode he found a hat. Did I make that up?
Yeah. No, that's true.
Okay. She's like, you look like a man who's in charge. She kind of like whispers. She says that. Look, the Vandersleeps ain't letting us sell no weapons or nothing to anybody. Coming in or out, they said, no minors, no strangers, no nobody. I'll get in big trouble if I sell you anything like that.
It's alright. I'm not asking you to get in trouble. I don't want you to hurt the way you make a living. I'm just one concerned citizen to another. That's all.
I hear you, and I appreciate you, boy. She like slides the goods like under the little like don't rob me counter, and
Yep.
you pay 500 gold pieces, and you're 500 gold pieces lighter. I will add these to your inventories.
Yeah.
Angus, you don't see anything outside. You like are not sure which building your friends went into.
I like to think that at 3 he fell asleep for a little bit. He was still
Yeah,
alive.
you get a little. Yeah, you get a
I dozed off.
little
Yeah,
dude,
where was the-
little
Yeah,
drowsy.
you woke up and you're like, was the sun there when I woke to sleep? Or has it been 20 minutes or 5?
Angus, can I just for this small scene,
Oh.
you get a little concerned, and you go into the building to make sure they're still in there because you dozed off. The pawn shop.
Yeah, I gotta make sure my friends are alright.
You see Nomad picking his nose in the corner, and you see Helga as beautiful as the day she was wed. And behind her in the case, you recognize it immediately. It's your grandfather's silverware set.
Oh my gosh, is that my silverware set?
And that's where we're gonna end.
I knew that's what you were trying to get.
I had
was
to.
gonna-
I had to.
I was gonna maybe walk outside and say, "Hey, guess what's your last name?" And then let him know that something has his initials in there.
We are off next week. I'll be in Beham, and we'll hit it back hard when we get back, guys. But good job.
That's good.
We are
Jeez.
much closer to level 3. So be looking at that.
There's a chance that I'll be doing Colombian Blow and wedding the following week.
Okay.
But I think if I'm in a hostel, I should be able to dial them.
Okay. We'll play it by ear. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
I
Make
do
it happen.
need an episode title real quick, guys.
Ooh.
What do we do here?
Made it to the Rockies.
You made it to the Rockies. You made some money. I feel like you got one of your first cash outs for some real coinola.
Yeah. Something like don't be salty.
Oh yeah, we can do a salt pun.
Yeah.
Salty and sweet. That's not good. We can do better than that. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. We're not leaving the call until we get something here.
We need
I'll
at least
sleep
a
on
working-
it.
Everyone
We
buckle
need a
up.
working title.
Yeah, you're right. The working title will be the first thing we think of right now, which is
Salt life.
oh, that's actually kind of pretty good.
That might be
okay.
the actual title.
God
The
help
only
me.
reason why it came to mind is because for the first time since moving out here,
You
I
looked
saw
at
a
a
Salt
tattoo.
Life sticker.
Fuck yeah.
I thought
And
you
I'm
looked
so-
down at your
I
arm
was like,
and
oh
saw
my
a salt
god, I
life.
haven't seen one of those in years.
Yeah, that brings back great memories. Yeah, all right, session number 20 in the books, guys. Salt Life. It works on like several. No, that's it. You did it. Good job.
Thank you.
Excellent work, guys. I'm very proud of you, and yeah, I'm excited to finish this chapter. But we'll.
Pippi with an accent is incredible at naming things, which is her own little weird skill, by the way.
Only when she has an accent, though.
Yeah. She came up with the name of our ship,
Yeah.
multiple names.
Oh,
of
that's
episodes.
true.
It's just
I love
She's
naming
fun.
things.
she's uncanny ability.
Yeah. Well, you could probably can it. And with that, that's the end of my jokes. I'm gonna stop the stream.
if that can be considered a joke.
Yeah, running a little dry.
Hey,
The
dude,
ink
that was rough.
is getting
That's
a
rough.
little dry in this pen, so I'm gonna shut it off.